Welcome, Zia.
Hi, Christophe.
So this is the first official tournament on IntoBridge, a Pro-Am Invitational. We have 34 pairs, 17 tables, and we're gonna play 12 rounds of, I believe, 2 boards. The first table probably gonna be a bit slow. Everybody's discovering the platform. A little bit more about the setup. The hands are completely random, but we gave them to Zia a bit early, so we are sure to have his finest analyze. So can you tell us about these hands? Any exciting ones that are going to come?
Well, first, I must say, look, congratulations on getting the site going. It looks like it's going to be a great success, and today we're going to find out how much. It's one of the few sites you can have live commentary when you see the commentators, see the players. So there's much more visibility and reality to this site than we've seen before. The players we've got tonight is a wide assortment, some great players, some social players. So we hope to see some excitement. And I mean, I had a quick look at the hands, but don't worry, as they come up, we'll discuss them. And they're a usual bunch. Some are more interesting than others, but hopefully our players will make them more exciting than they really are.
Talking about our players, so we're gonna probably follow table one throughout and their opponents, and on the table one, I think North is one of your several partners.
Enemies, Dennis Bildy. But
It is.
we're lucky it's the afternoon. He hasn't had time to have too many beers. And we're also lucky, I think he's playing with his mother, so he has to behave him. But he is a great player and he's a very...
I do believe he's playing with his wife, and they just had a kid.
Yeah, he's just had a daughter and his beautiful daughter. Now, just this is an interesting hand. He opened up and you watch East has got a normal hand. And East is, I can't really see who's the player. It's begins with, can you read his name? It's difficult for me.
Vasilis.
Oh, the Greek guy, Vasilis.
Yes.
He's a good player. So he's right to pass because he can't bid the first time. He needs to pass and then reopen. Now he's double. South bid 2 spades weak. Dennis bid 4 spades with great spades. And he's double to show he had a big hand. Now West has a choice. Should they bid 5 hearts or 4 no trump? Or should they pass? Not so clear. The winning action is to pass. They've done well. And they have a singleton club on lead, which is very tempting. And the singleton club could mean that they could take 2 clubs, the ace of hearts 3, another club, but South would pitch the diamond. So I think they'll go 1 down in 4 spades. I mean, they could also just win the club and lead the king of diamonds. It's more or less the same.
And how would 5 hearts go?
Well, I think 5 hearts is going to lose heart, and it's a little bit hard to handle the situation. A heart and a diamond, but it's not quite so easy to play. And also, sorry, on this hand, they might go 2 down in 4 spades, because on a club lead, they win the club, they play the king of diamonds, and North, when they win it, later they can cash their winners and play another club promoting the queen of spades. So this should be 2 down, and I think it will be.
Okay, so we've just become an official director, so the camera of the opponents of the players are now showing up on the right. I will mute them so we keep hearing Zia. But this gives you a better overview of how it would be if you were playing on the platform. On the right, you will have the cameras when you can interact with your partner and opponents. I will just quickly show about the platform.
East-West just lost a trick in defense. East returned a low club instead of playing the king of diamonds, and now West roughed with the trick that was going to be 1. So they're only going to go 1 down, become a very good score for the Bildies. Of course, it's good score because Mrs. Bildy was playing and not Dennis. Dennis would have been looking at the baby and going on.
It's hard to imagine Dennis being a dad.
No, he's actually loves this. Tell me something. Are we showing, are the players all playing the hands at the same time?
Yes, everybody's playing at the same time. It's a
So we'll
barometer
get,
format, and we will
yeah.
be able to check the live results anytime
Oh,
we
that's
want.
great. That'd be nice. So as you can see, I think four hearts would be easy on East-West. Five heart probably go down one, and four spades down one is a pretty good result.
So talking about the score, if you go on results, we can see that for now it's 37% only for north-south, and if we look at what happened at each table,
It's going to get better, I'm sure.
we'll see. No one played five hearts, and some people didn't double for spades. Four hearts made once, so yeah.
But that's only five tables so far. I don't think it'll get bigger.
We've
Because
got 17 tables, yes indeed.
is that all the tables?
No. We've got 17 tables overall, but only five had played six now. So you're right, it's gonna evolve.
So here is interesting. The East hand, you'd think at this vulnerability you might open two spade or three spades, making it much harder for North-South. After two spades, South would have a difficult bid, could double, could bid three hearts or bid two no trump. But now it's gone one heart, two club, two spades. North will bid three hearts. They make six, as you can see, but it's not quite so easy to bid. But I think with 17 and South and a good 13 as North, they should get there. Now, I personally like the bid of four clubs on the South hand. It's not a Q bid, but I believe you're allowed to support partner with this shape and extras because partner sometimes has five clubs and it's very important. Most people would play that's a Q bid, but I think it should be support.
So it means that I would play it as a qubit, I must confess. Does it mean that you just assume that if both of you have clubs, there should be a club stopper and two bad for the very rare case when we are missing ace and king?
Absolutely, because what happens is, say you have the hand like you have now, and South didn't have the Queen of Hearts, but North had one more club. It's quite possible you belong in clubs, and South has to offer clubs as a possible trump suit. So for me, that I know what you're saying. The Italians, the Poles, all would play four club as a cubit, but I think it can be a cubit if you know where you're going. But the first duty is you have to support partner because he has to know the trump suit, and then you can decide. So that's my thinking, but it's not mainstream. But as usual, it's probably better than mainstream. Don't worry.
I see that your modesty is
It's famous, huh?
it's very yeah still on.
All right, so they bid three spade cubit, four club cubit, four diamond cubit, four spade cubit. North, as you see, Dennis doesn't want to be the one bidding Blackwood. He wants to respond to Blackwood. That's a very good point and something that should be remembered by many players. The right person should bid Blackwood.
Is the reason why he doesn't want is that if his partner is saying two and the queen, we will
Correct.
get an issue?
Absolutely, that's the reason. If his partner bid five spade, he would look very sad and put the stop card out and say five no trumps. Please, partner.
Yeah, good point. So you're trying to say that Dennis knows what he's doing?
Well, sometimes by accident, he's probably reaching for a beer and then he put the wrong card.
Okay.
So four no trump, five clubs, that's one ace.
Yeah. One or four.
Yeah. And now they're more or less committed to six. I mean, there's no guarantee, but South knows North is the king of spades and they have bid two over one. The contract, they have 11 tricks on top, and with the ace of diamond right, there's 12, so there's not much problem. If they try to rough a spade and pitch the diamond on the club, they could go down because the spade gets, as you see, a singleton, but there's very likely going to be a spade lead.
Yeah. And you're right, on a two spades opening, it would be really hard because if it goes two spades, three hearts, past, the king of spades wouldn't look so good from Dennis' point of view.
Right. I mean, he might cube it 3 spade because it's a 4, but it becomes a much more difficult.
Indeed, a
We
spade.
have that Singleton spade. So that more or less claims 12 tricks.
If East plays the queen, isn't it 13 tricks now?
If he puts the queen to 13 tricks, or if declarer tries to ruff, say wins the spade, now good play. If he wins the spade and plays another spade trying to make 13 tricks, it's match points, they would go down.
Yep.
But Mrs. Bildy is far too wise. And when you have as many bridge players in your family as the Bildies do, you usually make these contracts.
Yeah, I guess the reasoning is that by scoring 6 hearts making, you're probably already up for a good score, so it's not worth the risk.
It's true. But still, she can still go for the spade ruff.
Yes.
Greedy, or hungry, or a good mother.
Can you tell us why? Was it that clear to not play the queen of spades?
Well, his partner led the 5 of spade. If he had 3 spades, it didn't matter. If they had 6 and his partner had 3, it didn't matter. And so his partner had 2. When would it be right to play the queen? Only if he had the ace of spades. So I don't think spade queen would be right ever.
Correct. And South beat 2 spades, if I recall correctly.
Right, yeah, now he bid 2 spades.
Yeah, so obvious not to.
Now, there's a small case to play a diamond and West duck it, because if his partner had the queen of clubs and South misguessed the diamond with a singleton and tried to rough it out, but they won't, I can promise you.
Yeah, we can see that South is claiming, so not even trying.
Claiming 12 tricks?
Yes.
They didn't try the spade, or they knew the spade wasn't for him, because there wasn't a squeeze anymore.
No, she played a spade, so West discard, and then claimed.
Okay, that's reasonable.
Okay, so it's finished for this table. What we can do is show you a bit about the platform. So if I go leave table, I can see the ranking. Of course, it doesn't mean much after one position, but we can check the ranking of each pair with the current scores. We can later on we will be able to access the scorecard of any of the pairs, check the travelers, and we can go around the tables and have a look. So one pair is playing 6-no trump, for example.
On this board, yeah, you can make 6-no trump, as you see.
So after the 2 spades opening, it went double, pass 3-no trump, pass 4-no trump, pass 6-no trump.
That's pretty good. Not so easy to bid like that. I mean, I think South had probably a better hand than North had. North had a 3-no bid, but over 4-no, very dubious 6-no.
And I believe it should make.
Yeah, you make 6-no. Well, as long as you guess the spade queen, which is you have
After
5
a
hearts.
Spade opening, even I would guess it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So once you know the queen of spade, that's 12 tricks and aces.
So yeah, it's basically a claim now. So that should be a very good score for North-South here. So here he didn't even need to guess it.
I didn't quite follow the play here. Who played a diamond?
Yeah, basically East kept his spades and discarded the diamond, so now the 10 could push to the ace and the king of diamond was good.
Okay.
East was kind of squeezed. So 4 tables are still playing. So one table is playing 4 spades by South. It's not gonna be the best results. We won't embarrass them and go there. And another 6 hearts. So this, let's have a look at the bidding. It was after 2 diamonds multi. Oops.
2 diamonds, they doubled or they...
Double. Yeah, so it's going away every time a card is played, and they are playing really fast. They don't have much time left. We can't blame them for that. They should finish on time.
Yeah, so after 2 diamonds, they just kind of bid back and forth, and they got to
Yes.
heart.
But it looks like it's gonna be 13 tricks, so didn't follow the play, but 13 tricks.
Mind you, how many down is 2 spades? They don't make, I think they make 2 tricks or maybe 3 tricks. So that's
Yeah,
still
but
better.
it's not really possible not to bid with South. Let's go back to table 1, beginning of board 3.
Okay. This is North and South can make a game. And I think the trick in this hand is if the bidding doesn't disclose that South has 4 spades. West would lead a spade unless they know South has 4 spades. The French would bid a diamond, a heart, a spade. But in England, they bid a diamond, a heart, a no trump. They don't like to bid the second suit unless they have an unbalanced hand.
Now, how
So
do
if
they
they
bid in
do,
Norway?
sorry, in Norway, Dennis Bildy would bid a no trump, and I think his mother would as well.
Let's
Or
see.
diamond, pass, a heart. If they bid a no trump, North can bid 2 club, 2 diamonds, 3 no trump as a choice of contract with 5 hearts and a game. But we'll soon see the Bildy system in action.
Maybe you can tell us a bit about East-West. On West, it's Sam Dinkin, and on East, it's Jacob Freeman.
Oh yeah, very interesting, both of them. Sam Dinkin is a really lovely guy, but he plays a system that if you play against it, all you have to do is shut your eyes and hope, because they sometimes have wonderful results and sometimes it's so complicated that they both forget it. So it's too complicated to even ask, but it's a very interesting system. And Jacob is a young kid who's very talented and is coming up in the American world. And he's probably now playing, he's not his regular partner, but has done quite well in quite a few online tournaments.
Yeah,
So
didn't he
sadly,
win? Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
in the auction, you've seen North bid 2 diamonds, which was game forcing. So when South bid 2 spade, West has been warned off the heart and the spade lead and will find the best lead of a club. Even though the King Jack is wrong, that will allow them to set up the last club. And South will have to do a lot of guessing. Please notice in the Bildy family, Dorothy plays all the hands. So far, Dennis has been dummy on every hand. So I think that may be a family, condition.
Yes, it's a good boy respecting his mother. It's rare these days.
It would actually have been better to play 3-0 from the other side, but they let a heart in spite of the bidding. Who's that? That's Sam. I told you he likes to do his own thing. Now that is not going to be a successful lead. First of all, when he goes small, should East put the 7 or the 10? He should put the 10 if West has Ace, King, Jack, but he should put the 7 when he has the 8. But let's see. So on a heart lead, you have at least 3 spades, at least a heart, and at least 4 diamonds, and you can't make less than a club. So let's see what Jacob's going to do. Would you put the 7 or the 10 here, Christophe?
I think I would play partner for most likely Ace Jack 8. So I would play the 7. I'm not sure if that's right, but that's my first feeling, because with Ace King, I don't know, it's actually weird. This heart lead is really weird.
It was weird. But if he's got Ace Jack 8 fourth, it doesn't really matter which one you play, because they'll go 10 and they win the king and they play another heart to the 9, and now your partner has Ace Jack. But 7 is better, I think.
It
So
feels
he
like
played
Ace
this-
King Jack to lead under Ace King Jack when
No,
it's
not Ace
likely
King
that-
Jack. No, I'm saying if he had Ace Jack 8 to 4, then
Yeah.
the 7 is Ace Jack to 4, Ace Jack empty to 4. But I think you're right. The rule of 11, if he's leading a true card, meant that he only had 1 higher card. So
Yes, exactly.
7 is the right card for sure. So now, how would you attack this hand? West has got 4 hearts, and he probably doesn't have certainly doesn't have a 5 card in the unbid suit, but it's unusual that he wouldn't lead a club. So,
Yes.
so Dorothy's going after diamonds, which means he's probably going to misguess the spades because it'll be more convenient after cashing the diamonds to play the jack of spades from dummy.
And she does so right away.
Very reasonable play. Now West, not thrilled with his lead, but tempted to lead another low heart to make his partners 10, but will have no entry. Now that's, I don't know exactly what that play is, but it's not a good one. Because you've now allowed the declarer to set up the heart suit. He's cashing out. I think he thinks they're in 6 no trumps.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. He feels like he's worried that South has all the clubs and all the finesses work, and there might be no more king of hearts if he doesn't take it.
So he's going to make 2 hearts of spade in a club, which it seems is not actually going to be a big deal because 3-0 is very likely to have made one way or the other with both club honors right by most declarers. And though it looks like a funny defense, I don't think it's really going to cost too much.
Well, on a club lead, is it that easy?
It's not that easy, but if you guess the spade, you'll make it. You'll have 4 diamonds. Well, no, 4 diamonds, even if you misguess the spade. 4 diamonds, 3 spades, and 2 clubs. You have a little communication problem, but you should make 9 tricks. So now, you see the first hand, they were showing the score. It went up to about 50% the first hand that they played. The second hand was
The second hand
68.
was 68% and the first one 40%.
40%. I think that's a bit mean. I'm sorry, but it means that the results were not good because I think the result was, if my partner went 1 down in 4 spade, I would be very happy and rather sad when they only got 40%. So it seems you, Christophe, you've got people from America and Greece and England all over the world playing. Are there any people in the East playing at this time?
Because of the time, it's mainly Europe and the US. Let's be honest.
You're a bit late there, no?
Exactly. Or early, depending on how far you go.
All right, another hand Dorothy's about to play.
So I think it went 1 no trump, all pass. Yeah.
How was the bidding here?
1 no trump by South, all pass.
But didn't East open the bidding? They had 12 points.
He did not.
That's very weird. They had 12 points and a decent spade suit. I would have opened a spade third in hand, but at least a club. It's very weird not to open. Maybe they
play some system that you told us about.
But even in sound system, they probably open at the 3 level. 1 no, which is incredibly good contract because they actually, if you watch, I think they have 25 high card points. That's so 25, most people or a lot of people will get to 3-0. And it's a complicated hand and it's probably difficult to make 3-0 without a lot of help.
Yes, I think it's a match point decision from Dennis not to invite with an ace and 2 queens and a 10-9-8 fourth in clubs.
Agreed. I definitely think an 8 count, most 8 counts you should pass, only exception. But having said that, some people might be playing a strong club and they'll automatically get to game. Weak no trump, they might rebid 2 no trumps. So I would say this is a very reasonable score for North-South unless suddenly people are making 9 tricks, which is very unlikely. If you see the diamond 10 is wrong, so with Jack 9 fourth opposite Queen third, as long as the opponents stay off the diamond suit, you're likely to misguess that as well. So how many tricks has she made? 4? 5?
Yes, 4. That's 3 more.
She's got 7 tricks.
Yeah.
And really can't make an 8. I think after this she'll play a diamond, or she might just cash the king of clubs she has. She's a bit how many side suits they can take.
But you're right, it looks like a good score for North-South. I guess not opening from east didn't really matter in the end.
Well, if they could have opened the bidding a spade or a club,
Yeah.
club lead would have been much better for the defense because you go low club 10 small and the ace comes out.
Yeah, but you still have your 7 tricks, don't you? The same 7 tricks.
Make only 7 tricks now?
Yes, she took 7 tricks, and you always make 3 hearts, 2 clubs, and 2 spades, I feel like.
It looks like you could make 8 tricks in this hand, but
How?
well, say they play a spade and now they open the bidding and the partner leads a spade. And now if you can play low diamond towards the jack, you could make another trick in that. They have to switch to clubs and not block this very complicated defense to play clubs and twice play low and have the entry. It's probable that you could keep it to 1, but it's very difficult.
Yeah,
Can we see?
so we are saying that not opening 1 club or 1 spade might be helpful to the defense, actually.
It might have worked well, yeah, because now the points will be placed. What are we getting here?
So far, there were 5 tables. 2 others played in 3-no trump and went down 2, and 2 others played in 1-no trump and went +2.
Well, you see, that's the way match points are. There's no justice in this world.
Let's have a look at another table. So 3-no trump, 3-no trump, 3-no trump, 1-no trump. So it's a bit of 3 and a bit of 1.
Oh, and there's a 2 I see in the middle.
Where do we? Let's go and see the 2. Yes.
I'm sure they opened the bidding.
So yes, they open 1 diamond, 1-no trump, 2 diamonds showing hearts. These people must be French.
Must also be big overbidders.
Yeah, oh, they are Bulgarians, so yes, that's why.
French Bulgarians, okay, I understand.
And they are now playing in 2-no trump, and it looks like it was a club lead. This looks quite good for me, so I think they will make quite a few tricks. Diamond misguessed like you talked about.
I mean, I think in match points, I would always open the bidding 1 spade as the east hand. 3rd in hand, it's all about a lead for me. And on this hand, it wouldn't be particularly successful, but I would always open a 4-card chunky major as opposed to a bad club suit or a bad minor, because to me, match points is very much about opening lead or leads in the middle of the hand.
So it's gonna go down 1.
They let a diamond, they'd probably make 3-no trumps.
No. I think they let a club. It was a club lead.
Oh, because they were playing some sort of short dime position or something, maybe. Yes, the Bulgarian, yeah. They must be playing strong club.
Exactly. Okay, so this one is gonna go down.
So
we've got another 2-no trump with Georgia Botta.
Who is she playing with?
I don't know if you know him. Rajat Shuri.
I can see there's West is Korkin or something. Very nice picture. I don't know who it is.
It's a Greek pair. Corina, she's called.
So who's playing it 2-no? Georgia, is it? No, the Greeks.
Yeah, no, it is Georgia. Georgia is north. She's playing 2-no. East beat double over 1 diamond opening. Double. 1-no trump, pass, 2-no trump, pass. So it's played from north.
And what did the lead come with? The club, huh?
Yeah.
Now it's difficult to see how she's going to make the 8th trick. She has 2 clubs and 3 hearts and 2
She's
spades.
about to misguess the diamonds, I think.
But they could get two clubs, a spade, and two diamonds if she guesses.
3 diamonds.
No, the opponents.
Yes. Because she should misguess the diamonds.
She misguessed it.
Yeah.
Now she has to put the jack. That's it.
Yeah, but not easy.
She won't. I don't think she will, even though she's thinking about it. It's difficult.
She didn't, yeah.
Yeah, she put the 9. So that's very good defense. So now she loses 3 diamonds, 2 clubs, and they play a spade. She goes 1 down, no?
Yep. King of spade, ace of diamond, jack of club, exactly like at the other table we just watched, and it will be down 1. Let's go back to our table and see how this evolved. Actually, it evolves as 41%. So let's see. Oh, it's loading. I guess the round is about to change. Oh, it doesn't want to show us the results.
I mean, I actually feel a bit sorry for the builders. They seem to play it very well, but they're not scoring so well at the moment. Maybe it's time for Dennis Bildy to play a few hands.
So yes, so we can see most people made over tricks. Not the one we watched, but some people made 3-no trump and a lot of +1.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, board 5.
All right. Now here, North is the dealer. North will pass, East will pass, South will open the bidding with a club, probably, or a diamond, depending on their system. West will bid a heart. North will probably bid 2 hearts if South opened a club, because they have like a limit raise in club. And now it becomes a delicate auction to bid no trumps. Maybe if North bids 2 hearts, I think South should bid 2 no trumps, because they have good 14, and 10 to 4 hearts is usually a stopper. If they do that, they could probably get to 3 no trumps, which is making. But it's all about the bidding here. And also, it's going to be another Bildy mother playing the hand.
Indeed.
West may get involved in diamonds, but because they're not to a club, I would bid a heart, not double, because the discrepancy in the majors. I might hope to double later. Dennis could bid 2 hearts, or he's bid. He wants to play the hand. He can't bear it anymore, so he's going to bid 1 no, and that'll solve the problem. But now it's going to go all pass, which is not unreasonable. But on a heart lead, West will win and switch to a diamond.
Yeah, but you always
North.
make 6 clubs, 2 diamonds, and a spade at least.
Well, they might. What they may do, if they switch to diamond, Dennis will win, cash the king of clubs. Now is when they seize the queen, play a spade, steal the queen of spades, and then play the queen of hearts. So he'll make 6 clubs, 2 diamonds, a heart, and a spade. He'll make 10 tricks, I predict.
Yeah,
Sometimes he makes more than I predict. The guy's too tough. Oh, wait, they bid again. So 2 diamonds, 3 clubs.
So much better for East-West than...
So in 3 clubs, they could lose probably 3 tricks. Well, having said that, if he goes ace, king, and another heart, South has to guess. Should I ruff with the ace and take the club finesse? Quite tempting.
Yes, you're right. So I'm being told that East is Zach Grossack, I think another partner of yours.
Zach Grossack, he's not. He didn't bid 3 diamond, which is good. Who's he playing with?
Let's check that. Linda Robinson.
Ah, Linda. So now they're playing the 3rd heart. They're going to play, and I think to ruff with the ace is very reasonable. I guess they could just pitch a spade as well. But they'll the same, yeah, they might just pitch a spade. But having said that, no, they won't do that because if they do that, it'll come back another spade and another heart, and they'll have the same decision. So better to do it now.
Yeah, but if you do that, it's gonna be really bad.
Well, they lose two hearts, a club, and a spade. That's all. No, then they play another heart. Yeah, they'll
Yeah,
lose two.
another heart. So you don't even pitch your spade in the end.
Yeah, you get lose two spades. But Dennis would do that. Now, I don't know what Dorothy will do.
It's funny how you're making fewer tricks in clubs than no trump. Potentially.
And especially when North bid no trumps.
Yeah.
I guess you could blame this hand on Dennis because if he'd started with the Q bid, his partner would have been no trumps and there would be a no trumps, but still. He was trying to get to no trump because he could, she's done better than I would have done and better than Dennis would have done. And that's why she's the mother.
I guess she played East to be more likely to have more clubs. Oh, yes, so no. So that's why you should ref with the ace. That's what you're saying. Yeah, okay.
That's what I would have done, but
Yeah.
there's nothing better than a good nose in bridge. And now she's going to make the super maximum. She'll make 10 tricks because she'll pick up the club, pitch the spade, and she'll make 10 tricks. Genius. You're a genius, madam. Not like your son. Son is a horrible beer drinking, but he's a very bad gambler also. When he comes to London, he goes with me and he goes to the casino, and then I go home early because I'm tired, and he stays on with one of his friends, Simon Cope, and they come in the morning and they say, well, we had a bad night, we lost all the money we won and everything else. So he's incorrigible is the English word.
So I know you play a lot in the casino, but do you make money or do you lose money?
I don't play casino games at all,
No, you
or
play poker.
hardly ever. I don't play blackjack and roulette, and I play poker, and I win or lose. Not much either way. I mean, I would win if I was a little bit more cautious, but I go and play not very high stake and enjoy my game.
Okay.
I'm actually was thinking of putting on bridge winners on your site. My book is coming soon, and I'm looking for a good name. So I'm going to open to the public to suggest a good name, and if anybody's name I use, they'll get the first copy of my book, signed or unsigned, depends. Unsigned may be more expensive.
Okay, we might start a poll about that.
Soon.
But you need to tell us what's in the book when we have a break. Maybe at the break you can tell us what
Sure.
the book is about.
I hope we have a break soon. I'm getting thirsty. I need a glass of champagne. All right, so what about this hand? This is another hand that East will certainly pass. I would pass the South hand. The modern trend is to bid a spade. I don't know if the building, I prefer the pass, though the modern trend is to open. West will open one heart. They could open a no trump, but one heart. North would pass. East probably pass or bid a no trump, and now South would introduce spades. Nobody can make much of anything on this hand. Probably the spades are lying well, so probably South could make something like 3 clubs, a heart, and 4 spade tricks to make 2 spades. How many diamonds could East-West make? They lose 2 spades, a heart, 3, 2 clubs, 5. They're not going to make more than 2 diamonds.
I'd like to jump back in this, should the South open or not? Like you said, the modern trend is to open these hands. What are the good things about opening them and what are the bad ones?
First of all, the first thing is you have to have the right agreement with your partner. I played that I have solid openings. So if my partner has a 12 count, I should be in game. But if you play that 12 counts are invitational hands, you can open. My rule is, especially in match points, I'll open the 11 count if the suit that I open is really lead worthy. So if I'd had the King Jack 10 to 5 spades and an 11 count, I would open. Because now I'm very desperate for a spade lead, and the suit quality gives me a sort of insurance. It's going to hard pass the spade, now it's going to pass. Now, Dennis, what? Dennis Milder, you're definitely gone for it. Why didn't he bid a no trump?
Because he's understood that he's not going to play a single hand, and he made peace with it.
East is going to bid 2 diamonds, which Dennis has let them in. I would have definitely think he should have bid a no trump. East has bid 2 hearts. This is some sort of weird game. I think East is Dennis because they're bidding like a drunk. Who is East?
It's Zach Grossack. You heard of?
Oh, no wonder he is definitely drunk. Oh my God, Zach, you're so sick. Well, Zach is one of the best players in the world, but he's sick. Now he's doubling 2 spades, which is laid down. Well, Zach, I'm proud of you. You've made every bid double dummy wrong, and I'm sure, I hope your brother Adam is watching, because he will just tear his hair out, because he always tells me he's the best player in the family. Now West, his partner's double. Now I know double is not penalty, but he never mentioned his diamond, so his partner can't. If his partner bids 3 hard, Dennis is going to stand on the table and double him. But I don't know what he's going to do.
So you're saying East double is not penalty, but what is it? It's just points, any maximum?
Well, I don't know. It can't be penalty. He's got 3 hearts. Dennis, if you don't double this, I will give up bridge and become a monk in the monastery in Tibet. I bet $1 million.
You're fine.
Look, I know Dennis. He would have doubled 2 hearts if he got the chance. Now, that's not take out, Mom. That's penalty. Now East is thinking. And you deserve it, Zach. You are a sick person. I mean, this is why Zach, he's one of the best declarer players in the world. Trust me, he's got a talent. He naturally sees every card. But he is one of the worst bidders in the world at the same time. So he becomes a medium player instead of a top player.
You're a bit harsh with the guy.
I'm not being harsh. He's my friend. But he's... if you wanted to...
He's slightly better than an average player.
No, he's a great player. When it comes to card play, he's great. But he's got some sort... I think he's kinky. The French, do they have the word kinky? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
In England, it's kinky.
We're not like that, the French people. We're just solid. So.
All right. So I can't even bear to think how many down. They're going to lose 2 spades. They're going to lose 2 clubs, 4. They're going to lose 3 hearts, 7. So that's 800 before they start. And if I was the declarer, I'd throw an extra couple of tricks in to make sure my partner never bid like that again. And actually, what I would have done if I was this hand, I would have left the computer and said, Zach, you play the hand. You bid it, now you play it. I have to go and get a glass of champagne, excuse me.
Go ahead.
I'll watch it.
So, yeah, after this round, Stefan is going to join us. I will go back to the technical part, and we're going to have Stefan commentating with Zia. Let's have a look at the leaderboard. So we've got a French pair. It's still early. After 5 boards, I guess, are scored, 5 or 6 depending on the tables. 80% is the lead, and our current pair is at 52%. So quite a big lead. French pairs on the podium and 1 Bulgarian one. We are well represented.
I'm taking a glass of champagne to the success of your website.
Thank you, dear.
So what happened? How many down did they go?
They are still playing, but they're going to go down 3, I think.
So finally, the builders are going to get 100% score because nobody else is going to find this bid.
So all they needed was Zach Grossack to come at their table.
I think we should interview Zach Grossack and ask him for his thinking on this hand. I think you should follow Zach Grossack.
I'm being told that he's playing from his phone. Reason why he doesn't have a camera, and it will be tough to interview him.
Playing from his phone. It looks like he's playing from his bottom.
So, on a more serious note, you said he should have reopened with 2 diamonds and not 2 hearts.
But you're going to reopen, you have to bid. The whole hand is diamond. You have 2 little hearts. It's not like they're stealing this contract from you. if you want to bid, it's try to push them from a spade to get them and get partner to get involved in leading a diamond and whatever, which is quite reasonable, but not to bid two hearts. I mean, certainly you should pass with three spades, but to bid two diamond is human. To bid two hearts is monster.
Yeah, okay.
He must be a Republican, as they say in America.
So 6, 7 tricks. Oh, yeah, 7. Oh, no. Wait. It's gonna be 8 tricks for North-South now. Yeah,
How did
not
they do
the-
that? Or they misguessed the diamond or something?
I don't know, but Dennis is claiming 0 trick when I think he had one. I think something went wrong. Didn't follow, but
I think
let's
the
wait.
declarer was happy to go. This must be 100% score. Don't tell me it's not 100%.
It's 96%. There
Why?
is one
Why?
other.
Somebody else went for 800 in
Yes.
two hearts.
Yes.
That was hard to do.
It was the Bulgarian pair that we watched earlier.
Odd, yeah. No, it was 800. I thought you said they were going 4 down. No, 3 down there was.
Yeah, it was 3 down. I think at the end it was 4 down, but I missed the thing. I think Dennis claimed maybe there was some misclick. I didn't follow.
So can we look at the leaderboard yet or not?
Yes, we can.
Let's
We
have a
just
look.
did when you were not there. So the leading pair is at 78%. It's a French pair. And the pair that we are following, they are currently can I find them? 8th with 59% after this board.
That's not bad. And how many boards have we played? What, 8?
We've played 6 boards
6 boards. Oh.
and we're playing 24 overall.
You should try and get to watch some more of Zach's results.
We can do that, yes. So his name is ZZ Grow. Oh, it's a leading pair that is now coming. So Eastware are leading the event. So it's Arnaud
This is the
Flecha-
Bulgarians, are they?
No, they are French. Arnaud Flecha with Jérôme Farrugia. It's a French pair, and they are leading the event. So let's see what they have to offer.
Well, let's see. I would pass with the south hand. We'd open a club or a diamond. The French style probably to open a diamond, is it, or a club?
It is correct.
What would they open? What would you open, Christophe?
One diamond for sure.
One diamond. North will probably bid 3 hearts. He's vulnerable. East wants to bid 3 spade, but doesn't have enough. What did he bid, Dennis? 4 hearts?
1 heart.
1 heart? Okay. Could be 1, 3, or not 4. I would bid 3. I think it's vulnerable. It's just a 3 bid. But he's let the east-west come in now. As you can see, north-south can make 6. They can make probably 4 hearts. They make 7 heart tricks, a spade 8, a diamond 9, and a club, because the ace-king of club is right. So they can make 10 tricks. So east-west have to bid 4 spades, where they could lose a heart, a club, a diamond, and 1 or 2 spades. I was actually looking at this hand earlier. It's a very interesting defensive hand and declare a hand. Most probably 4 spades down 1 is possible, but unlikely. But I'm saying, but likely.
Stefan
But
is
all
going
a
to...
hand where east-west can make 4 spades. If north-south play hearts and east plays a diamond to the 9 on the first round, which he can't really.
Stefan is going to join us and take my seat any moment.
You can take
Hello.
Stefan.
Hi, Zia. Hi, Christophe. No, I'm not taking your seat, Zia. They're here for you to watch you.
So east bid 2 spades here, which is a weak jump. South, I think, should say double to say I've got points but no good bid. I would think that that double means that, but perhaps the Bildies don't have that agreement. West is going to pass 2 spades. Now, Bildie, who only bid 1 heart the first time, owes his partner another bid and will bid 3 hearts now. But I think he should have done it the first time, because this auction makes it sound like he's got a strong 3-heart bid. And anyway, his mother should probably bid 4 hearts now, because she has 2 aces and the queen of trumps. Yes, good bid. Now, much more difficult to find the save now for East-West, because the auction wasn't so confident sounding. But I don't think they're going to find the save so easily. I mean, West has like 3 defensive tricks and his partner has 1 spade trick. That would be enough. So I think they're going to play there. East will lead the king of spades. Pretty normal. Now, the trick on this hand, and luckily Dennis will find it, is that you have to use your entries to play clubs. If you don't use your entries to play clubs, you won't get the queen of clubs going. So while you have 2 entries in dummy, he could play ace and hearts, heart to the queen in a club, or he could play a club right now. But you must play a club sooner than later. I predict very confidently, Stefan, there you go, he played a club straight away. Dennis Bildy never disappoints in 2 things, playing the dummy and drinking beer in competitions. He wins both.
Do you know that Dennis has become father recently?
Yes.
Maybe this will change him, who knows?
No. There's no more joy in your life than having a glass of wine in one hand and a baby in the other.
Or glass of beer in his case.
Beer in his case, you're right.
So you suggested 3 hearts the first time, but would this get them to 4 hearts?
Well, it depends. I mean, my style is vulnerable. I open 3, but I bid 3 hearts. It's a strong, strong bid. And here, 3 hearts with 2 aces and a queen of trumps. I'm obliged to lay. I don't mind if I make it, I don't make it. It's either a good save or it's a good make. But vulnerable at 3 bid for me is a very positive hand. And as you see, 4 heart is touch and go. He needed both club on his right, but they were. And so they're going to have another good score here.
Yeah, considering 4 spade is a good sacrifice, although it's difficult to get there, and 4 heart should be a massive score. A couple of words about the opponents of Denis and Dorte, and particularly about Arnaud Flekia. He's the main investor in this project and our board member, and 90% of what you see on your screen, maybe 99, it's because of him. So we are very grateful. He is leading, but we haven't shared the boards with him. I must tell you that for sure. He just can play bridge, and yeah, he's got into bridge now too.
All right. So here, pass, East has a good hand with hearts. I don't know. I would have opened 2 clubs. I don't know the French style. He has 21 points in both majors. I would open 2 clubs and then show hearts and spades. But still, 1 heart pass. If West bids 4 clubs, something like that is a splinter, or he bid Drury, he's bid. I see no difficulty in getting to slam, which 6 hearts is laid on. I mean, as it happens, 6 no trump makes with the spade finesse right and the diamond finesse right and the ace of club right. But I predict that it's pretty normal to get to 6 hearts. Dennis is double to show clubs and on 2 diamonds. Now, South might just can see they're making a lot of tricks. Might bid 3 clubs, yes. Well done, to the Dorothy Bildy. Now, West could bid 4 clubs here. Good bid. The friend, is that the investor? Investor can be my partner.
No, the investor is the other guy, but they are doing quite well.
The French are very good at one thing. They bid and they always know the responses of Blackwood. Because all the French play the same responses. Which is what? Is it 0-3, I think?
It's whatever they agree.
It is changing. It is changing. It used to be 0-3 and it's moving to 4-1 more and more. So
Well,
now we don't know what we are playing anymore.
I'll tell you what the correct way to play is, the way I play. And that is when 4-no trump is the ask, you should play 14-30. When anything else is the ask, you should play 0-3. But if you play with Bob Hammond, don't play that because he'll forget.
Either with French people, they also prefer the same way. So when I played with Christophe, he can confess we agreed 14-30, but we kept it for the exclusion blackout as well. So
No,
it is what it is.
0-3 exclusion. If you don't play 0-3 exclusion, you should go home.
He's home, don't worry.
We did.
6 hearts. So they play 6 hearts. It's good. They lead a club, which is great. And it's going to now boil down to either the jack of diamonds falling or a spade finesse. You could play ace king of spades. If the queen doesn't fall, take a diamond finesse. But actually, sorry, you have the king of clubs to pitch a spade. I apologize. I missed the king of clubs. They can throw a spade away and they just claim now. Sorry.
The champagne is working.
Not yet, but it'll soon be working.
By the way, we already have at least 2 suggestions for your book
Good.
on Messenger, on YouTube. So let me tell you what are they. One is in the spirit of the drinking event now, Champagne Bridge.
That's good.
Champagne Bridge by Zia. And the other one, a bit more sophisticated, Bridge Wizardry.
Bridge what?
Wizardry.
Bridge with the. I mean, I've got one title which I'm thinking of, a love story of Bridge. Bridge, a love story, which is what I think of Bridge. I'm madly in love with Bridge. There are other ones I'll give you later, but we can discuss it as we go. And I sent it. I was thinking of sending this around to get the public to give me their advices. I like both those titles. The Champagne Bridge is good as well.
This is just for the first few minutes. Imagine when we ask people publicly and send emails to a few thousand people, you have a lot to choose from. So a few, well done for 6 hearts making here. A few words about Zia. With him, we are running the Ask Zia. Ask Zia, what is it, Christophe?
It's so every week we're giving a chance to anyone to ask Zia a question regarding anything related to Bridge, whether it's a Bridge convention, about his book, about his experience, about what he thinks about a certain situation, anything related to Bridge, in which Zia will answer in a 1 to 5 minutes answer. And every week we're gonna pick a question and release on a weekly basis the answer on our website intobridge.com. You press on Ask Zia. You can currently access the first 3 episodes. The third one, who just came out this week, is about how to save our game and to get the youth to play. A question that Zia found quite hard to answer. Please go on the website to listen to it. But yes, basically we've got a WhatsApp group. You can join the WhatsApp group and ask your question on the WhatsApp group, and we'll answer the ones that we find the most interesting.
Yes, exactly. You can join our group and ask Zia any question you like, and he'll answer. Another thing, we are running daily quiz. Every day we publish a hand. It's on our website, but if you want to see more details, including the answers, you can visit our Facebook page and subscribe. Every day we publish a new puzzle. Now we can see the scores. So the Greeks are now first, Corina and Nikos from Greece, Nikos Delibautadakis. Second, again, I haven't shared the hands. It's my fiance, Desi. She's playing with her partner, Juanikov. And third is the streamer, Kyle Rogov with Thomas Fegerty. Dennis Bilde is fifth with 63%. And yeah, if you keep it on IntoBridge, when you open results, you can see the leaderboard and you can check how your friends are doing.
I'd like to actually have a look at and sometime of the seventh pair, Ben Norton and Maggie, because I'm going to play in a team with Maggie, and I'd love to see how she's doing.
Okay, which one should we show? The good ones or not?
Well, their score seems to be rather good at the moment.
Yeah, and I think it's their first time together. Maggie is a supporter of New Tricks Bridge organization we collaborate with, and Ben Norton is her prize actually in their monthly draw. Ben Norton is one of the young English internationals, represented England recently at the European Championships. You can see their pictures.
So one heart, they with two diamonds, probably four card jury, good old fashioned Blackwood. I'm surprised that none of these people open two clubs. I would be scared not to open two clubs because it's a hand too bit easy. Two clubs, two diamond, two hearts. Even if you play Kokish, and then
I
that
wanted to ask you, Jay, is this serious? Unless partner has 5-6 points, how do you make game? You're too flat. Two clubs is very aggressive, isn't it?
East, I've got 21 points. The partner has 5 points. How do I make game? I will. How do I make slam? I'm thinking.
You will, but your partner won't pass one heart, and then you force it to
But
game one heart.
partner won't take me to a slam when play me for so much. If partner has the king of hearts, I have a game with a
Yeah,
rough.
that's fine, but I don't know. It's a bit aggressive to me and apparently to the whole field, but they still get to slam, so their approach also works.
West has got a hand. You get to slam if you pass. West has got. This is if you give this to three good players. I'll name them: Mextroth, Dennis, Bildy, Madala, everyone. Well, not Madala. He plays. They'll open two clubs. You have to open two clubs.
Okay, make sure that we're gonna check that.
Yeah, definitely. There's no advantage to open a heart. It's only when you can't bid the auction that you should open at the one level. Otherwise, don't play two club as strong. You'll never be able to use it. These are all hands to play two club. So who's playing this one now? It's Morton, is it? No.
No, here we see Chip. He's the person who won the game with Zia. You played with him.
Oh yeah, very nice man.
Very nice and intelligent gentleman. He's playing with his regular partner Bob, and he's playing against two of Morten's friends. They're from the Danish school program teaching kids. So they're big bridge enthusiasts and very important people, and maybe they have the key how to save the game. Another table making 6 hearts.
I think everybody got to slam from what we saw. Have we seen anybody not get to slam?
We can check the travelers maybe. Yes, so 3 pairs didn't get to slam, and if you browse down, 1 pair got to 6 no trump. Who is that, Christophe? 6 no trump. 6 hearts plus 1 was made by Vasilis and Mariana, they're Greek teachers, and 6 no trump, Christophe, was 6 no trump was beat by the leaders, again a Greek pair, Delibautadakis and Corina, so we can call board 8 a Greek board. They got the biggest scores. Board 9, Zia.
Yeah, one heart, Dennis, normal double by East. Now, I, believe it or not, would redouble as the south hand. I think that sometimes the opponents have to play in spades. But anyway, a spade is reasonable, and North bids 3 hearts, South will bid 4 hearts, and which is very normal contract, except, and this is what's interesting, you can't make 4 hearts. East will certainly lead the king of diamonds, and then seeing the spade suit, they might panic and cash out. But the trick is, while the spade suit is blocked, to cash 1 diamond and switch to clubs. And now the declarer can't handle the hand because they can't go backwards and forward. But it's very easy to be scared and think if I don't cash my ace, king, ace, declarer will take all the tricks because they don't know that your partner's got 3 spades. So let's see if any East-West can overcome this really difficult defensive problem.
I think it will be tough, and also declare declare will jump with the king, but yeah, they're still blocked. It doesn't matter. The point is that when playing match points, it's really a long shot not to catch them. If you don't play match points, maybe it's much easier. And the issue really why is the lack of communications, because there is jack 13 hearts. If the jack was shorter, the 10 and 9 of hearts will be entry to the spades.
Well, as
So,
you say, imps.
You said you're gonna redouble. Can you tell us more? Is it because they're vulnerable, you are not, so they cannot sacrifice and you can get a big number, or in any vulnerability you would
Sometimes
redouble?
partners got a hand with 5-4-3-1 with a singleton spade, and now they go everywhere they go for 500 or more. There's no advantage for me to bid one spade or two hearts. I can always do it later. I don't like to redouble when they may be in big trouble. I don't like to, bid when they, and the modern trend is to always bid your hand as if they didn't double. I hate that, and I find it very losing proposition. This hand, it would make no difference, but even on this hand, they would have to play two of a minor, which is not great. They can lose more in, but it's very difficult to double two of a minor. If you look at all these hands, North has a non-defensive hand, and in two diamonds, they would lose a diamond, a diamond, two clubs, or a club, two, three spades, five, a heart. They go probably for 500 with best defense, but this is where you wouldn't be doubling because the North has a very offensive hand. But when he has a slightly more balanced hand, you belong in something doubled. But this is a philosophy that very few people have. This is actually an old rubber bridge philosophy, and it's very good for imps especially.
It feels to me that this is still going down. Oh no, very well played.
What did he do?
I mean, rough the goon queen of diamond to access the dummy and then discard before.
Yeah, well,
the house.
He is Dennis Bildy, maybe the third best declarer in the world. He knows how to get to dummy.
After who?
Who is the second? Assuming you're the first.
No, I am not. I would say the best two declarer players in the world are very close, is Helgemo and Madala. These are the two best declarer players.
So Madala playing with Dennis makes them the best declaring pair, so...
As a combination, yes.
Okay.
But they're not the best bidding pair, so sometimes even their best declarer, they can't help them. All right, here we go. East bid a club. I agree totally. They have 11, but they have a very good suit, and they want a club lead. South bid a diamond. Now, they're a little bit in problem because West will bid a spade, but North is very much into having to bid no trumps, and he might just bid two no trumps here, or he might Q bid and then bid three diamonds. So let's see which way, because Dennis is keen to play no trumps, as you can see.
Zia, let me ask you a question. We are now developing our robots, and we are developing this double, telling the robot what does it mean. So one club, one diamond double. What is the world standard for this double?
It's changing, but I would say definitely for robots, you should say it shows both majors. It's a very simple way to play. If you play
exactly 4-4?
And if you bid double, it's both majors. That's the old-fashioned way, but it's a very clean way, and it's very common in many, many parts of the world, and that's what I would say.
This is what we called it, so we've got an old-fashioned robot doubling for the majors. Does it have to be strictly 4-4, or it can be 5-4?
5-4 on some hands, but you have to. I would make it 5-4 when I've got 5 hearts and 4 spades sometimes when I can't handle it, and also when I want partner to be the declarer because the holding in the right-hand suit is not good. So now North has got to 2-0, but that's not the best contract because you can see East-West, forget about the diamond issue, which is also complicated, can take 4 clubs and 2 aces and maybe a diamond. I sympathize with Dennis. He's got 4 3-3 and a very no-trumpy hand with a diamond fit. But even if he guesses the diamond, which I think he may not, he's going to go down. So on the king of clubs, what do the French play? We play the king of clubs, ask for unblock or count.
That's what the French do.
Obviously an upside down count situation. Who are the East-West? Which country are they from?
East is Giorgio Botta from Italy, living in the US now, professional player and teacher. And Rajat Shuri is from New York, I think, from the States, and he's a bridge enthusiast, supporter of New Tricks Bridge as well. Very nice guy.
So they're playing obviously some weird signaling. Is the king maybe standard encouragement they've given, or is it upside down count?
It's their first time together, so
No,
I have no idea. Maybe they don't either.
so that's good news for Dennis. They have switched, but bad news because the hard switch is not so bad anyway. So now Dennis has got to try and work out what's happening in the diamonds. He has to try and think of the count. He knows what did West do over one diamond? They bid a spade, I think, did they? No, they doubled. Ah, that's good news for Dennis. He's waiting to play. This is why he's a great player. He's playing the side suits to try and get a count on the hand before he decides how to play the diamond. So now he's risking things, but he's going to do better probably. So now the declarers have got three hearts, a spade, a club. And if Dennis guesses the diamond, he'll make 2-0. He did really well to play a spade first. Most people would have started with the diamond playing the ace king, and now they'd be in big trouble. He still has to guess the diamond, but by the time he finds West has got four hearts and five spades, obviously, from the cashing the spades, he'll guess the diamonds are 3-1 now. So very well played. I don't think the East-West defended the best because they obviously had a misunderstanding as to what to do over the club. Now, why is he playing a spade now? That's not the best. It's not bad in the way they haven't shown who's got the fourth heart. So Dennis may be slightly surprised, but I think after the double, he knows that they have both majors and they're 5-4. So I predict he's going to make this. And also, once the ace of hearts is with West, the queen of diamond has to be with East. He'll finesse it 100-1. 100-1. There you go.
Okay, you know your guy.
Well, once West had the ace of hearts, the game was more or less over. And obviously the jack of clubs as well.
I wonder how will this score?
5 diamonds, a club 6, a heart 7, and 2 spades. 9 tricks is very good. And his mum, who's so nice, will say, "Oh, Dennis, sorry, I should have given it to you." But everybody else is going down it. I must say, if you ever spend an evening with the Bildi family, they're the most wonderful family of bridge players and all of them, gentlemen, gentle ladies, wonderful people. I love that family. There's nobody I love more.
And we've got Morten here. They were all very nice and they supported this initiative and they joined immediately.
But Morten, as you know, does a lot of work with the children for bridge, and he promotes bridge, and he's done a great job.
Yeah, I know we are in talks with Morten, and he brought 5 of his teachers in the school's programs to try IntoBridge because we have facility for multi-table supervised play where a few teachers can teach many kids. And yeah, hopefully he will bring some of his students over. We can see 2-0 Trump is shared top. One other table scored 150 in 1-0 Trump though, and 2 pairs are in 3 diamonds. That this was the alternative contract. Part score in diamonds because of the huge fit, but it doesn't score very well to play in minors once again in match point events.
Well, it's unlucky because actually it is because no trumps shouldn't make 2-0 trumps. So actually, they're getting a terrible score in the winning contract. But having said that, the diamonds were not breaking, which they could have been.
It's funny that the pair playing Precision Club got to 3 diamonds, Desi and Juan. That's odd. Not playing natural system, Precision worked better. And someone scored
with them, and I think the score will get better because if you look, 3 diamond was a better contract than 2-0. 2-0 had 6 losers and aces, as long as the defense could continue clubs after the first trick, which shouldn't be so difficult. But match point is a cruel game, and defenders are very difficult to find the best defense. So Dennis must be moving up on the leaderboard, but who's leading now? Is your fiance leading, or is we have to check? It's getting
I
very.
hope she was second. No, still the Greek pair, Delibautadakis, Nikos and
75. I just came back from a very nice tournament in Cyprus where I played with Boya, and we had like 64%, I think, in the pairs, but we were miles behind because Versace had about 70% after 3 days. So he did really well.
Yeah, he played with the young guy, Fruscoloni, Leonardo.
I
Very
know,
funny.
very nice guy. I like him. Very
Yes, his sense of humor is uncompared.
incomparable, not uncompared.
Thank you very much. Actually, Zia likes to look at what I'm writing to people and put his thoughts and edits, and yeah, we have fun every day. Thank you, Zia. So here they're in 4 diamonds, a bit extreme, and this is going off. So this will be a bad score for Amaresh. This is Amaresh Deshpande Nord from India. He is the developer of all these funny games that are meant to introduce people to bridge. And he's a very good guy, and it's worth seeing what he's doing. Kida is one of his first developments, an app to learn bridge. But his latest work, Who, actually it's not his latest. He told me he's got 2 new works, but Who is becoming very famous, and it's a great way to learn bridge because it eliminates the bidding, which is the biggest obstacle teaching people play bridge. Now we moved for the 6th round of this exhibition pro-am event. Dorte starting with 1 diamond. Should Westover call 3 clubs or not, Zia? Or 4 clubs maybe? This is Steve Root, so this guy has slightly different...
Club is normal in my opinion.
3 clubs is normal, yeah?
But
How do you evaluate 4 clubs?
I must say that the 4-level minor preamps are much more in fashion these days than before. But you can't preempt Dennis, he doesn't care. Now, this is actually an interesting hand. You have a club loser and 2 spade losers and a heart loser. And the only way declarer can make this contract is by taking diamond finesses early, and actually a deep diamond finesse. I don't think you can make 4 hearts by many normal lines of play. Now, what is he going to do? Because if he plays ace, king of diamonds and a diamond, they can get a promotion. And if he plays a diamond finesse, which is quite reasonable, he knows that the ace of spade is wrong. This is a very difficult contract, and I promise you, I'm very happy we're watching Dennis's table because I really don't know what the light line is. I know I can see how to make it double dummy, but I think in practice I would play a diamond to the jack second trick and hope the diamonds break, or play ace, king of hearts and then play a diamond to the jack. But when they don't break, I can't make it. I predict he'd go down. He's thinking, as you see, Dennis doesn't think often. That means it's a difficult problem. One is the hearts need to break probably. That's fine. But even if the hearts break, if you play ace, king of hearts, you can't rough out the diamond. You have no entry back. So if you play 1 heart, that's also dangerous. So you have to resort to a diamond finesse. But the diamonds being 4-1 is not good for you. And I think very unlikely to make this hand. Having said that, Dennis makes a lot of hands I don't. He's going to take a diamond finesse. No, well, now he's thinking of going to play ace, king of diamonds. Oh, he's going to play heart to the king and now a diamond finesse. Fair. That's fair enough. He's going to take a diamond finesse on the 2nd round for sure. 1,000,000 to 1, trust me.
But this diamond to the ace was good, trying to catch the singleton queen.
Well, it is, but it's not good on this. But it doesn't matter. Now declare they'll cash the king of clubs, and they'll play a spade, and he's going down a couple.
What do you think about the bidding after 4 clubs? What would you bid with Denis's hand?
He had an impossible bid, and maybe he's meant to pass. It would have gone.
Christoph, can you show us the bidding?
Sorry.
Christoph is showing us the bidding. It started with 1 diamond, 4 clubs over call, and Denis had to decide maybe between pass double and 4 hearts with 10 points and king empty 15
I don't
hearts.
think he should double. He should either pass or bid 4 hearts, because double he can't really happy if partner bids 4 spade. I mean, possibly pass is the right bid, but if your partner reopens, you still, you have to bid 4 hearts. There's no really good bid, and that's why I'm saying 4 minor is a very tough bid to play bridge against.
Yes, it's a crazy bid. I'm actually playing with this guy in 1 week time in Madeira. So I was wondering, shall I go or not with this
He's a nice
crazy
guy,
four-club bid?
but he invents his own form of bridge, which is not an easy thing to do.
It's crazy. That's why I didn't play with him for 5 years, but he asked me again, and he's a friend, which is a good moment to say that IntoBridge will be presented at the Madeira Bridge Festival starting on the 8th of November. And I guess there will be view graph from there, but you can follow, or if you come, it's even better, nice weather. And a couple of words about West's partner. West is Steve Root, East is Sue Johnson. She is the person behind New Tricks Bridge, this organization trying to keep Bridge alive. They just started a new program, Bridge in Schools, and I know several people that are teaching for them. That's in the UK. And they run their own program, so you can search for them on Google, New Tricks Bridge. They also have a lot of videos on YouTube. And now the next hand, 1 club by West. They play 1 or more clubs, the 1 club. It's semi-natural.
Is going to destroy the opposition, because North-South, I think, make 5 clubs probably. They lose no spades, they lose 1 club, and they lose 1 diamond. So it's very difficult to get to 5 club when your opponent opens 1 club. 1 club, 1 or 1 spade. Now 2 spade pass. If West passes, can South reopen with 3 clubs? It's not easy for someone who is not used to playing against these clubs, but I think it's probably the right bid. But having said that, to get to 5 club is still a long way away.
Trump is also makeable, but that's not much closer either.
Well,
the spade finesse works, so they just have 9 top tricks after they establish the clubs.
Oh, are you sure or not?
Sure about what?
I say 3-0 Trump doesn't make. You want to bet with me? Never bet bridge. You can lead a diamond.
Anyone, but the way you're putting it, it puts me off. Christophe, are we betting with this guy?
Sorry, guys, I'm on the phone. I cannot say right now.
I think it does make, but I'm just
okay.
Joking.
I bet then. I should have said earlier.
Just try to check you if you had, but the best defense would be lead 1 heart, and if you duck it, boom, then you're down. Or you lead queen of diamonds, and if you duck it, you switch to a heart.
Yeah, no ducking, just winning the lead and club immediately is the way to make it.
Well,
but they did it. Oh my goodness. Denis bid 3-0 trumps. Well done to Dorte actually for bidding 3 clubs. That is a big bid.
And Denis is a sexy bridge player. See, Denis is one thing is when you have babies, you don't care about bridge. You just care about the baby. He wants to play the hand, so he'll play quickly and run and play with his baby.
Look at his smile. Look at his smile. he had the biggest smile ever after the lead. Yeah, his bid is comme ci, comme ça. It makes sense, of course, but I think Dorte's bid is a huge bid to beat 3 clubs vulnerable against, not with singleton in partners shoot.
No, I think it's a good bid. It's a great bid because, as you say, the system of the opponent, where a guy can open a club with a singleton ace of club, those days have gone when we understood what they're doing.
So the reason they play such a short club is to have a natural diamond, not to hide the opponent's feet in clubs, but here it worked the other way. So we see a quick claim here in 3-0 Trump, 7 minutes to go. Christophe, maybe we can check some other tables, but before that, actually, we can say that for those of you who want to play on IntoBridge, like the 17 tables playing now, you can go to our website and see the news. The latest news is how to play on IntoBridge. So basically, this is a schedule with different time zones, what events are coming up. Every day there will be something that you can play on IntoBridge. The first two games, tomorrow and after tomorrow, is our special challenge Zia. So what happens there? This is an open qualifier, open to anyone. So you register, you play 18 boards. On Monday it's match points, on Tuesday it's sims. And yes, we need to fix yes. So in the description you can see we don't need to fix anything, actually it's perfect. So it's 18 boards qualification, and the winner of that qualification will play 12 board match against Zia and a partner that he chooses. So yeah, anyone really can play against Zia. If you win the pairs qualification, you're winning a game against Zia. So the winner of the first challenge will play against Zia this week, probably on Thursday, but let's see who wins and what time zone they're in. And then we'll let you know what time is the challenge. And the winner of the second challenge will play next week against Zia. Then we have open and gentle games happening every day. So basically, gentle duplicate is for the less experienced players that are looking for a game where they stand a chance. This is a perfect one. It will be social environment. And the open game, anyone can join that. The use of camera and audio is optional. You can see the players now on IntoBridge. Some of them use cameras, some don't. You can use the chat. You can communicate either way. If you don't use the cameras, you can still see and hear other people talking. So it works perfectly for both sides. What else? IntoBridge is open 24/7. We've got casual tables, team matches, and you can come and play anytime you like. In the next 2-3 months, everything is free. After that, everything is free apart from the cameras, which will cost about $10 per month, but we will let you know well in advance. So you have a few months to play with cameras for free. And the last thing is that if you are part of organization like a bridge club, you can reach out and we can organize a demo for you. We already work with some of the biggest clubs in England, like the Akko Bridge Club, Wimbledon Bridge Club, what else? Manchester Bridge Club. And we have a lot more coming up soon. So you're welcome to try IntoBridge. All trials are for free. It doesn't cost anything, so you're most welcome. What is the rankings? My fiance is now leading. Life is interesting. So Desi and Juanico for first. Second is the Greek pair, Nikos and Kurina. And third are Kyle Rogov, the streamer. He might be actually streaming now. You can check his stream on Twitch. And he's playing with Thomas Fogarty. Dennis and Dorte are right behind the podium with 65%, very close. And we're just halfway through this event. 12 more boards to go, so anything can happen. Your teammates Ben and Maggie Zia are fifth, so this is good news for you.
Very good percentages, I must say.
Yes, 61.5, and 6th is the first pair from France, Francois Picard, and his partner, I forgot his name, let me check, Dominique Guerin, or Gerin maybe, Christophe can correct me, I see your smile, sorry. Whatever is to be pronounced in French, I always pronounce it wrongly. I don't know how it happens.
Was this contract is 4 clubs?
4 clubs right in the middle between 3-0 Trump and 5 clubs. But won't score that well. So Dennis and Dorte are the only pair that reached 3-0 trump actually. And there is only one better score, which is 4 clubs doubled +1. This was made by the Croatian pair.
Zach, it
What's that?
must be Zach who doubled 4 club. Oh, nobody would.
No, it's not Zach. I'm not saying who was it, but it wasn't Zach this time. I can tell you what Zach did on that
Do they have
board.
a break halfway through this match, or did it keep going?
No, no break. When you play a tournament, do you have a break?
Well, the people go and have smoking breaks. They have
So Zach was only in 4 spades down 2 actually, scoring 59%.
four spade down 2 is actually the par result. But bridge is not often par result.
No, it is not. The par result is 5 spades doubled.
5 spades, how many down? 3? Or
Because you make 5 clubs. 5 clubs is 600 vulnerable, and 5 spades doubled.
I didn't see the vulnerability.
Non-vulnerable, non-vulnerable, down 3 it's 500. So here 4 spades is doubled. This should be 300, which is not covering the game, but as most of the pairs are in part score, this will be a very good score for who is that? For North-South. North-South is the Bulgarian pair, Galin Nenov and Angel Christophe. Yes, 4 spades down was claimed, and now we're gonna move to the next round, as this was the only table in play.
All right, so East will open diamond, South bit of spade. West could double, but I think he's meant to pass. But he might double, it's reasonable. North pass. East, 2 hearts if they're aggressive, 2 diamonds if they're not. And South has to decide whether they make an unorthodox 2 spade bid on a 5-card suit. In spades, you can make 4 spades, 3 clubs if they allow you an entry, but they won't, 4 spades, 2 clubs, probably a diamond and a heart. You could probably make 2 spades as South. And East-West, can they lose 2 diamonds and 2 clubs?
Would you consider doubling with South's hand instead of 1 spade here? Is it?
Wouldn't occur to me.
Okay.
It would. I would prefer to get married for the 3rd time.
You've been married twice?
No, that's why I would the 3rd time.
Okay,
You'd never make a double if you can make a simple bid. He has a good hand only if partners can raise him. His hand is not good otherwise. I'm not saying it's not possible. Partner has king queen to 5 clubs and the jack of diamonds and jack. It's just a simple spade bend. Diamond, spade, double pass, 2 diamonds. Now this is not clear, and as I say, South passed, but
what's the alternative?
The alternative is knowing that 2 diamonds is not a great result if you get them 1 down, that if partners got a doubleton diamond, that even with a doubleton spade, you might make 2 spades. So maybe you could double, and partner with long clubs can bid 3 clubs, or bid 2 spade with the doubleton honor like they have. So I think double possibility is not unreasonable to double or not unreasonable to pass.
Is double denying hearts, because in this sequence, most likely partner has 5 plus hearts because the opponents didn't support. What if partner beats 3 hearts or something like
No.
that? Or
West showed hearts. You're not involving hearts. You're involving spades and club.
really? But East didn't support, so partner has 5 plus hearts and may think we've got 3 hearts.
Yeah, but I don't think we're involved in getting to hearts when I bid spades and took out double of diamonds. I don't think so. If partner bids 2 hearts, I'll bid 2 spades. I'm not going to let him play 2 hearts. I'll bid 2 spades and he can pass again. I don't think hearts is a realistic contract.
Okay.
So he's taking a spade and 2 diamonds, they can lose. 2 diamonds, they lose. A spade, a heart, and 2 clubs. And
That should be 2 of them.
huh?
That should be 2 off, which should be a good score for North-South.
In 2 diamonds, why 2 off? I'm saying they lose 5 tricks.
5? They already have 2, and they're gonna take. No, they're gonna take a diamond, a heart, and 2 clubs. So 1 off.
A diamond, a heart, and 2 clubs.
Although now they will not, because
Don't
a
have to
club
take
will be
club.
discarded on the heart, so they only win 1 club.
Spade, no?
Now it's actually interesting because South has a trump, and this can ruin the communication to dummy. Now South will shorten the declare. What happens next year?
Well, now he'll drop it, play the queen of hearts.
Now South must not have this. South must discard.
Sorry, Saz, I'm doing a very commentary on it.
Okay, I muted Zia. This happens with Zia. He's not the most experienced streamer on earth. Zia went talking on his phone, Christophe, so you can join if you like. Oh, he's back. Can you unmute him, please? Oh, no. Zia, we muted you, actually. Can you unmute yourself, please? At the bottom of your screen, the mic, the scratched mic in the middle. Yes, well done. You don't know there is a red button on your phone, do you?
There's a red button saying telephone.
No, the red button is to cancel the call and maybe call them later.
Okay, I don't know.
So what happened here? The defense actually prevailed and will beat the contract by 1 trick, which is collected just now. This looked normal from the beginning to me.
Well, don't you think they make 2 spades, possibly?
Yes, I do think so, especially with the jack of spades, and we were discussing should South double. I was thinking rather 2 spades because the double implies hearts for me, but it was a tough call when both opponents are speaking. So 2 diamonds, 1 off is a great score for East-West. East-Wester David Will and Alex Hannon from the UK. Actually, Alex is one of the members of my team in Madeira.
People played 2 spades.
2 spades, yes. So someone even played in 1 spade, making 5.
Right, that's pretty good.
Oh, this is fun now. Trash multi. What is trash multi? 0 to 7.0? How weak is it?
It's like worse than a normal week 2. So South can bid 2 hearts is a little aggressive because they don't have it, but I would bid it for sure. West bids 2 spades, I guess, and North bids 4 hearts. It's fine.
So 2 spades is parcel correct, and the double would be penalty for you?
Oh, parcel correct. But having said that, they don't really want to get involved. They're just pretty sure that partner had spades. So what's happening? On the queen of spade lead is not the best to start. A diamond lead would be the best start. But I think, as you can see, they've got 4 defensive tricks. You have 2 diamonds, a spade, and a club. And certainly it's not North's fault.
But it's tough here. So after this lead, East must switch to a diamond, which is not quite obvious here.
I think it's absolutely clear. Because even if your partner's got the jack of spade, you need to make diamond tricks. And you're the one maybe has to play a diamond. It's automatic to play the jack of diamonds here. What is the purpose?
Yes, that is right. 2 spades suggests more than 1 spade, so partner has 2 or 3 spades, and then they can wait. So diamond has merit. Yes, the 9-8 on the table are not great. They're a bit
Matter, maybe partner as the king, declare as the queen. Still, you have to set up a diamond because there's a pitch coming on the club.
well done. Wow. She did it. Well done. She's my teammate, so I feel safe for myself now. So diamond switch now opens up the 2 defensive tricks in diamonds, and declare won't be able to set up the clubs before the defense cashes the diamond. So this will be down 1 in 4 hearts.
The only danger, there's a danger that if the declarer plays the king of clubs, West has to know to cash 2 diamonds and not the jack of spades that partner may have. And on the king of diamonds, if partner gives the correct count, then this won't be a problem. But if they don't give the 10 of diamonds, this could be a problem. Then, after cashing the ace of club and the king of diamonds, West might have to decide, has partner got the jack of spade or 3 diamonds? If they played the 4 of diamonds, that might make them look like a 4-card suit. So this is the only danger. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm just letting you be aware of the thoughts that you should be thinking about. I think now you should play the king of clubs. They won't duck it. The jack is wrong. You want them to win. But anyway, they have to now play the king of club. But they should have played the king the first time, because when you want someone to win, play the highest card. When you want them to duck, play the lower card. All right, so now king of diamonds, and East will play the 10. Come on, 10. Uh-oh, now. But you see, South made the wrong play. Because South should have played the 2. When they played the 5, the 2 was missing. So it was a slight error all around.
I think the speed with which West cashed out, he was not following the little cards. He would cash out anyway.
But good switch by East. After that, it's a little bit of thinking of how the expert mind would think of when to play the king of clubs, how to give the remainder count in diamonds, etc., etc.
Okay, Christophe, can we see another table, please? Any doubles? No doubles. 2 spades here by Ben Norton. Now let's see your teammates.
2 spades very likely go all pass, you see. This is a big example of why 2 of a major is often stronger than 2 diamonds, because over 2 spades, it's very difficult to come in. And you can see it goes all pass. And in 2 spades, you can make 4 spades, 2 diamonds, and a club. Maybe 3 diamonds if they don't switch to club. But that they have. So maybe you should play 2 spade is the good 2 bid, and 2 diamonds, the 2 spade is the bad 2 bid, and 2 diamonds is the better one, because that way you preempt higher. But that's a different world. Not so easy.
Artemis and Angeliki from Greece, north-south. Declare had a chance to make, but it was impossible to jump with the ace and pin the jack of spades. He played with the odds, so this will be one off here in 2 spades.
Good.
Someone is in 3 spades. Let's see that, Christophe. This is Croatia against Greece. 2 spades pass 3 spades, so West here continued the preempt. And this will be probably one of the defense will win one more spade. Okay, 2 minutes to go. Zia, are you playing in Phoenix?
Yeah, I'm playing in Phoenix. Phoenix is a lovely place. It's also a place where there are a lot of red Indian restaurants, and you'll find that one of the names of the restaurants is Zia. Don't ask me why. The red Indians used to have a name called, I remember the last time I went there, every time I'd go to a restaurant, there was a restaurant called Zia. So it's very good for me. So it's one of my, but also it's very good weather and very good golf courses. I wouldn't say the food is super, but it's a nice place. It's a long way away.
Even in the Zia restaurant?
No, the Zia restaurant was not usually not so good because red Indian food I don't remember, but I wasn't crazy about it. But I like
Okay.
Japanese and Indian and Chinese food, which is not good for Phoenix. Phoenix is more about steaks, I think.
Okay. I'll have a go. IntoBridge will be in Phoenix, by the way. We'll have a table there. You can come and find us, talk to us, maybe grab a t-shirt like mine, intobridge.com. So let's see here. Board
Now
15.
this is a great hand. Why is it a great hand? Because you have a hard fit, but you only make a slam in diamonds. And the trick is actually, there was a hand earlier on in the day when I said you have to be able to support your partner to give him an option of trump suit. And here, if South opens a heart, North has a hard fit, but unless South shows the diamonds, 6 diamonds make, 6 hearts doesn't. So it's a great advertisement for being able to support partner when the time comes. It's very, very important to me. 1 heart, 2 diamonds. Say South bids, I don't know if you can bid 3 diamonds, North bids 3 hearts. South bids 4 hearts, but North is very strong and wants to make another move. But 6 diamond is the making contract because the heart goes on the long club. I don't think many people will get there, but let's see. Whoever does, you should give them a bonus. Free subscription for IntoBridge for 20 years.
20 years, okay. I
You-
hope we can give it to them. Yeah.
So how would you bid, Christophe, Stefan, if you were partnering each other, how would you bid this hand? You'll open a
Well,
heart.
that's why
Also
we
bid,
don't partner each other anymore, so we don't have to
well,
decide
that's
such
good, but
things.
that's probably a good thing. But say you were partnering one time, last hand of your life, 1
Oh,
heart diamond. What would you?
so, so South
2 spades it comes. Maybe 3,
one heart pass, 2 diamonds.
2 spades on the right.
Okay, so pass.
I would bid 3 diamond. Why pass? How can you pass with 3
Well,
diamond?
it depends how you play 2 diamonds. If it's only 4, it's pass. If 2 diamonds is 5, I like 3
No,
diamonds.
even if it's 4, it doesn't. You have to show your hand. You have to bid 3 diamond. So let's
Okay.
assume you bid 3 diamond. West bids 4 spades.
Well, I think then it's simple. North should ask Blackwood.
But you're sure you don't want to play in hearts when your partner's playing open to heart and you're playing match points?
I want to play, but I ask Blackwood.
So you are.
Because I'll find out the aces. I have the bot king, so I'll just find the aces for a
Partner
start, and
goes
then I'll
5, 1 ace. What is your 5 diamond, 1 ace?
no 5 clubs.
Okay, 5 club. Now you bid 5 hearts, trump queen.
Now it's tough because I'm not sure which is trump queen, because 5 diamonds or 5 hearts can be either
No,
way. Depends what.
Supported. In your auction, you
Oh,
have
we have supported diamonds, so I bid 5 hearts. Yes. Do you have the queen of diamonds? Yes.
6 clubs.
But no. Wait, partner is missing 1 ace. I just bid 6 diamonds. I'll not bid hearts. I don't know.
And if the queen of club was the queen of hearts, you belong in hearts.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's a complicated hand, is all I say.
In such hands where they preempt a lot, I like to play in the more solid fit because the other one might be 4-1, even if we have.
That's good thinking. So here they've bid exactly, Dennis has bid exactly what we said. Dorothy bid 3 diamonds, 4 spades, 5 diamonds, a 4 trump, 5 club, 6 diamonds. Now each should save in 6 spades. But Dennis's reputation is he always overbid. But I think East and both of them might save. East has got the queen of hearts, the only thing that's slightly different. I think to myself, if I was defending 5 diamond and I bid 4 spades, how many down would I go? And I think on the East hand, in 6 spade, I expect to go 3 or 4 down. So maybe it's not so bad. You have to have courage to save in these situations, but because East has a hand that when the opponents have a short spades, he really has not much hope. Queen of hearts switch, sexy, but it won't help.
The heart goes on the club, 12 top tricks here. With or without the spade.
Let's see what the others do.
Christophe, can I ask you to step in, please? I need to do some work. A player needs to go and we need to find a substitute.
Sure, I'll try my best.
Thank you very much. It's easy with Zia. You just make sure that you bid to the right contract on your own.
So you're stuck with me for a while, Zia.
Sorry?
You're stuck with me. Stefan has to do some work, or at least he pretends to.
So North opens 2 diamond. Dennis Bildy, he's been trained by the Italians. So that age shows 18-19 balance, which he hasn't had, but he upgraded. South has to bid, I guess, 3 club, which is Stamen or something. 2 spades. Ask partner to bid 2 no trump, and then they bid Stamen. Or maybe they pass 2 no trump. This is not a good hand for Dennis's upgrade because South is going to bid Stamen, I think. 18-19, he's got a hand that's quite good opposite a major.
Can you tell us about these 2 diamonds, 18-19? Why is it good, or if it is good?
Well, the Italians love it. I don't. I'm not sure how good it is. The Italians never open 2 clubs. So some Italians play 2 clubs as 18-19. So others play 2 diamonds as 18-19. But it's actually quite good in some ways that it takes away that bid. Like if I open playing natural, something, 2-0, 18-19 balance, they no longer have that in their arsenal. So that becomes a conventional bid showing long minor, long this, long that. But having said that, I prefer to play 2 diamonds as what they say in England, trash multi, because I like to have a wide range of weak 2s available. So it's close. I mean, Italians are less into destructive bidding, and here they're going to get to 3-0, which is not going to be very good, even though on a hard lead, North will have 3 hard tricks, and they're running out of entries because North has got no entries.
Whoa, they're playing in diamonds, my friend.
What?
Yes, South Diamond and past
That's a pretty ugly contract, as you might say.
They're laughing about it. That's a good attitude.
It's saying that it's more interesting to watch Dennis Bildy play a 4. The good thing about Dennis, look at Dennis's face. You'll never know by his face that he's in the most terrible contract he's ever been since he got married. He's just going to try and make a few tricks here and there. They led the thing, they're going to rough a diamond.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Well, trouble is an underbid.
Yeah. Can we talk about his upgrade? He only had 16. Isn't it a bit much to upgrade to 18, 19?
If Dummy had 3 clubs and the finesse would be right, it'd be right. I don't think it's a terrible bid. And it's he's getting a bit bored. He's white against red. You know, he's getting hungry. He's looking at the beer happily. So it's a slight overbid, but I don't think it's a bad bid.
Okay.
Certainly the result won't be any good. Say the bidding had gone a club, pass, a heart. What would you bid? I guess 3 clubs.
Yep.
And 3 clubs. You might bid 2-0 trump even then on a club, a heart, 2-0. Because you had like stoppers in most of the suits with queen in 1, king in 1. I mean, 2-0 wouldn't be far off in a match point event.
It looks like 5 tricks.
Yeah, it's not the most beautiful sight, this end. Well, can he maybe... So he's played a diamond to the jack, king of clubs. So now they're going to make the diamond trick. That's 5. And now if he plays a low spade, West has to duck it. What's happened here? He pitched.
Yeah,
All right. So now he's going to make the same 10 of diamonds he's going to make. He's going to make 5 tricks. 4 down.
Yes, 4 down and probably not a top score. Everybody's laughing at the table. They scored 90% playing 6 diamonds, which was really great. And I was listening to Stefan and you talking about it, and I must confess that playing match point, I might have tried 6 hearts.
Well, I actually think Stefan was right in this. In match points, in a field which is not the greatest, one is you have to be careful about bidding suits after they preempt, and 2, most slams, if they make, unless they're really baby, are quite decent results. And the trick in match points is to avoid zeros and get 60% or better whenever you can. A lot of people try for tops too much, and a 0 compared to an average score is a bigger swing than 60% opposite 70 or 80%. So though you're right in theory, I think after they preempt, you should go for the solid trump suit probably. But it's not clear. It could have been wrong.
Yeah. And I understand your reasoning completely. Just in practice, it's harder than...
My one tip in match points is when there's a decision, always take the action which is not a 0. If one action may be a 0, if it's wrong, avoid it. That's the trick.
Mm-hmm.
Because zeros make you never... If you never get a 0, you win every match point tournament in the world. It's automatic. It's the zeros that kill you.
Yeah. And as we can see, 5 of the tables defended it in 6 spades. 4 played in 6 diamonds, and 3 played in 6 hearts, and the rest was a below slam.
So the 6 spade auctions, let's have a look at the 6 spade, because the person had to make a good bid to sacrifice. Let's have a look at who the people who saved were and how they...
On this one, it went a heart past 2 diamonds, 3 spades, 4 diamonds, 4 spades, 4 no trump pass 5 diamonds, pass 6 diamonds, pass 6 spades. So basically the east hand beat 3 spades, and now west preempted.
I mean, obviously there's no insurance on this, but I think a lot of people don't have the courage to make these bids, because sometimes it's someone has to take a brave bid, and I like it. I see Brogland is very strong at making these saves, you know, and a lot of kind of top players don't like to take the responsibility, but I like people to take responsibility.
I get what you're saying, but you just told us a minute ago, do not make an action that might lead into a 0.
No, but this is not. This is an action that you might be getting a very bad result when they bid 6 diamonds. So it's not quite the same. You once they bid 6, you should probably be thinking, well, I'm getting 30% anyway. Often I'm getting, unless it's,
Okay, so your rule was more if you might be changing an average or better score into a 0, don't do it.
And also, actually, my to tell you the truth, my tip is more about imps than match points. Because in imps, if you lose 500 against 620, it's not a big deal. If you lose 800 against 620, it's not that big a deal. But if you lose 800 against 1440 or 1370, it is a big deal. So in imps, it's more clear. I agree with you. In match points, it's not so big.
Okay, so let's.
So who's picking now?
Sorry about my kids in the background.
Who are the leaders? Who are they? Ace and Hogarty.
Yep, exactly.
This is Kyle Rogov, the streamer, and Thomas Fogarty, his partner.
Second is
My fiance.
Stefan, fiance, and if she wins, he promised to marry her. And the third is who's Gitte? No. Who's the third?
No, third are two Bulgarians again, Galin Nenov and Angel Christophe. Sorry, Bulgarians are too good. They are
Maggie doing brilliantly at 4th position. I think
Very
that's
well.
wonderful. Dennis is 5th.
But it's really close, less than 0.5% there, so it's
Well,
close.
71% is enormous, the leaders. That's huge.
Yes.
All right, let's see if we can catch somebody up. North is going to, pass, but the position guys would open. East is going to open a diamond. South is going to bid a spade. West could bid 3 clubs if that means what it is, and that would go for a big number if 3 club is weak. So say it goes a diamond, a spade, pass. North would bid a no trump. East would bid something, maybe 2 diamonds. Quite a possibility of East-West ending in clubs doubled, or anything else.
What should 3 clubs be straight away from West?
Well, people play differently. I personally would be saved. I play 3 clubs, says, can you bid 3 no trumps, partner? I've got an opening hand, but I don't want to play it from my side. But most people play it as some sort of weak jump shift. Here they don't, so they passed. North as Cupid, saying, I've got a good spade raise. East might double if that shows diamonds, but most people play that double just shows takeout, which they don't have. You might bid 2 hearts because you think to yourself, partner, they've got 8 spades and partner's got a fit for me somewhere. But they didn't. Now, should South bid 2 hearts? It's very close. Probably bid 2 spades.
Why not 2 hearts? Because the hand is too weak?
It's on the borderline. They got ace queen 5th and then ace 4, 5-4. I actually think it's probably better. I like to play 2 clubs as the Cupid here. So South can bid 2 diamonds with a mild try. And the two diamonds says I've got clubs, but that's the Robson thing. Now here goes 3 club. Bildy, unfortunately, was very unethical. He doubled so quickly that the whole table. I'm just joking. But the dream came true. Now East is not a happy camper. Are they going to run to 3 diamonds?
Yeah, I guess
now
it doesn't need to ask the meaning of the double.
He knows. And now they're dead. So Bildy's got a big score because the auction has gone really well for him. And I love not having to play all these doubles or take out and this and that. Wow, Christophe, gorgeous girl. That's your daughter. She's beautiful.
Sorry, my kids.
How many daughters you have?
My wife, everyone.
Hello.
The risks of the live show, but that's better.
What happened over 3 club double? Oh my God, Mum took it out. That is case.
No,
So-
three diamonds, and then took it out. Yeah.
But she shouldn't. She's bid two hearts. It's up to him now. Now that is the first mistake the builder's made. Because three diamond was going for a. They're going to make. Oh my God! They would have made maximum 4 diamond tricks, a heart 5, and a trick. So it was going for a huge number.
I think she was being very ethical, and as Dennis doubled so quickly, she said, "I cannot pass this. That would be not fair."
She told Dennis, "You doubled too quickly." He said, "No, I was going to the beer to get a beer from the fridge. I didn't have time." Anyway, well, East is the happiest person in the world because they were about to go for a big number. So in 3 spades, what happened? What did West need? The ace of clubs. What are they? I don't know. How come nobody's played diamond? Oh, they let a diamond probably there. Queen of diamond, they can pitch another heart.
Can this make? No. No? Heart fluff, king of clubs, something like that?
Yeah, but as long as... Yeah, heart rough. No, heart rough, spade to the 9,
Yes,
heart rough, and a spade finesse.
You can't rough 2 hearts and play twice
They
spades.
play a heart. They play a heart and the king of clubs. They just pitch a heart and you're down.
Yeah, I think so. But I think you. So what do you do?
You rough and you play. No, you can't make. No, you play
don't think so.
10 of spades. It's no good. They had to. They're not. They're too. No, they can't make it.
Yep, done one.
Dennis is fuming, but it's his mother, so he doesn't mind too much. The good thing about Dennis is probably one of the best partners you'll ever find in bridge. He's got a very easy temperament. He's always smiling. He doesn't mind. I play with him a lot, and he's one of. In my book, I wrote, he's everybody's favorite partner, which is a good definition of Dennis.
Yes. And he has always been like that. I remember long ago, maybe close to 20 years ago, when he was playing in the juniors, he was exactly the same.
You got to, but I tell you, I tell you that's his father. His father trained them all so well. They're a very honorable, sporty family. They do skiing, they do everything. They have the fantastic temperaments for everything. All right, forget about that. Let's go to the next one. Pass. Now South bids 2 hearts. West can double. And this is pretty dangerous now because if he goes double or pass, I think South is pretty close to making 2 hearts.
South never opened such a strong hand, 2 hearts, and might end up playing in their double with the hearts on side.
Yeah, with all that, people are always surprised how dangerous it is to. Oh, he did well, East. That's fantastic. I know a lot of people would be tempted to pass 2 hearts double. Very tempted. And as it is on this hand, I can see 2 spades, a club, 3, a diamond, 4, and 4 heart tricks probably. It's probably close to making. 2 hearts, pass, 2 spades, pass. Now,
but it is tempting from his point of view. Opponents are red. Down 1 should be good. Down 2 should be great.
I think it's a difficult bid. And who was the East person here?
Good question. If Stefan, so Jeff Seymour.
Is it a French person?
No, it's a British person.
Why do you think the French people do the good things all the time?
No, I don't. I just think the French people never play for penalty. I wasn't going to say they do a good thing. The French people hate penalty. I played with Schemmler. I used to tell him, if you don't double for penalty at least 3 times a day, you have to buy the dinner. That was the only way I could make him double for penalty. He hates to double for penalty. Alan Levy, they hate. Only Muel used to like to double and Moulton used to like to double, but most French people hate it. Marie doesn't like to double. The French are very cautious. And now maybe Christophe and the young kids are much tougher, of course.
No,
They're
I'm not
not
sure.
like
I will tell you something. When we were juniors, our captain was. We had a team rule that if we doubled a part score and it made, we were punished and I had to buy dinner for everyone. So it goes the other way. So everybody is always scared to double part scores.
me. If you double and they make it, you get extra champagne.
Okay, much better.
Because if you double 10 times and they make it once, you still make a profit. Trust me.
Agree, but I'm telling you where it comes from for the French people. We've been.
And tell me, how often do you see a French person redouble the final contract to play? They never do it. Even Americans very rarely do it. What do you use the word redouble? If you don't want to use it, you have to. It's the most underused bid in bridge.
Actually, in the latest Ask Ziyad, you told us that one of the things you think would be good for bridge would be to increase the penalty for down one.
Definitely, because that's where judgment comes in. In bridge, the scoring is that if you get 1 down, it's small. If you get 2 or 3 down, it gets bigger and bigger. It should be the opposite way around. The judgment should be for getting it 1 down. To get something 3 down and doubled is easy. You should get the biggest bonus for the first trick, not for the third and fourth trick. It's stupid. Anyway, that's the way they do it, because it's. I want to encourage exciting bridge, not boring.
Yeah.
So sorry, what happened in this contract? So they're playing in.
They're playing in 2 spades, and I think they're about. Oh, I'm surprised by what just happened. I think now it's gonna be down 1. I think Declarer should have rough with the 10 of spades and play a diamond for making. So it is down 1, and we're gonna have to see if people play 2 hearts. By the way, I would like to comment on this opening 2 hearts. Do you agree with it, or is it a tiny bit too much?
No, for me, it's absolutely normal. I play 2 hearts vulnerable is a sound bid. I actually played, as I said, 2 diamonds is less. So this is for me a normal 2. If I had the 10-9 of hearts, I would look again. Because then I could make a game when partner has 2 little hearts and a 12 count. But the heart suit is bad. I need a fit.
Okay.
2 hearts double, 870. 2 hearts down 1, 2 hearts down 1. So who played the 2 hearts making 870 plus 1? Let's see who the declarer was.
So it's we talked about him, Fogarty. They are leading. The leaders, actually. I think they are leading.
I don't mind.
Yes, the leaders. So they are. It's going to be hard to catch up with them. They are now.
Wow, they got a huge score.
Yeah, 73% almost.
See what? Can you look at number 4? Tell me what Maggie and Ben did on that hand. I'd like to just check. We'll have to discuss the hand.
No, they haven't played it. We can go at their table right now.
Go to the table immediately, and I'm going to catch her.
Oh no, they just finished it actually.
What did they do? 2 hearts doubled, and what happened?
So Ben passed the double. It's my guess. Yes. So it went 2 hearts double, pass, and down 1.
Oh, Natalie Hoff played. Who's that? I don't know. Bridget, I think I know.
They are both ladies from London. Bridget is teaching bridge. Natalie is playing bridge.
I think it's an interesting hand, and I think that it will be difficult to beat 2 hearts doubled, and I would be surprised if they couldn't have made it. And it's as I say,
Deep Finesse says that you can't make 2 hearts.
Yes, but they have to defend and not give the declarer roughs. You see, the lead is going to be spade. So it goes
Not the
10
not
jack. Now you play ace of spade and a club. They say duck it. You win the king, you ruff a spade. You play another club. So it's getting very, look, I can see it probably goes one down if you defend well, but it's quite easy to make if it's one of those touch and go contracts.
yeah.
I
So it's
think
not
Deep Finesse probably says if you play ace queen of diamonds early, then you could play the jack of diamonds and pitch the partner pitch the club. Then for sure they can't make it. But that's not a hand in real life you might do. If you lead a spade, your tempo is bad. I wouldn't swear to it, but it's probably like that.
Yeah, yeah. Can you tell us a bit more about your book that you mentioned earlier? What is it
It's
about?
the best book you'll ever read in bridge, trust me.
Is it better than Bridge My Way?
Oh, it's like that, but more bridge. It's the bridge my way. Look, I was just looking at the possible some titles I was sending. One is The Magic of Bridge, one is Bridge, a Love Story, one is Bridge Dreams and Disasters, and one is My Life and Bridge, and one is Bridge Life and all that jazz. So I've been taking on these names, and now I'm going to get suggestions. I might put it out in the public and wait to see. It's it's not so clear, but there's a lot of stories. It's about the kind of secrets or things I do in bridge that nobody likes or nobody does, but I think are good, like the point count system, which I'm very much against. And I say if you have ace, queen, jack of spades, it could be 7 points in the official way. But if left hand has the king, it's 5 or 6 points. If right hand is the king, it's 9 points. So you have to revalue points and use points as a guide, not as a rule. And most people are point count slaves, because they feel security. It's like insurance. It's like going and holding your mother. That point counts. I had this point, I had to bid. No, it's not like that. Point counts are a guide, but judgment is what makes bridge good or bad. Anyway, that's one of the many things. And there are a lot of stories about people I meet and Omar Sharif, and not too many women anymore because my days of women are very numbered now. When you're an old man, you can only remember, and that's not interesting. Anyway.
So it's kind of the second part of Bridge My Way. What happened
It's
after?
It's second part of Bridge My Way, but I didn't want to call it Bridge My Way Part 2 or more Bridge My Way, so I'm thinking of another name. I could call it that also.
Okay. Because it was a really pleasant read, and I think you found the right balance between talking about life, and the actual bridge hands. But from what you're saying, it's a bit more bridge hands in the second book.
It's slightly more bridge this time. It's slightly more bridge. But it's aimed at the wide audience. Some are aimed at the top players, some is aimed at the bad player, some in the medium player, and stories for everybody. So you see, I'll send you a copy soon.
Can't wait.
All right, so yes, South, I would open a diamond for sure. The diamond suit is great. It's a 10 count, but a 10 count that looks like a 15 count. West would be the heart. North probably just pass because there's no points, even though they've got no clubs. Now, East has to start bidding. A lot of people play that 2 diamonds would show a fit, but that's not good for this hand.
Wait, yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but I do not think North will pass 1 heart. Let's see.
You think they're going to bid 1 spade?
I think so.
I think it's very bad to bid 1 spade. You have 0 points and you're going to get, and your hand is hearts. You have 5 hearts. You don't want to encourage partner. Partner probably has 4 clubs. So I would never bid. I'm good. Who is the no? Dennis Bildy will never bid a spade. Okay, bet
no,
me.
It's interesting, and you're
Bet
right.
me. Bet me
but I want to hear more about the reasoning behind it.
Oh, you can't. It's not bridge.
But you could be thinking, okay, I'm green against I'm white against red.
No. First of all, your hand is defense. And second of all, maybe if your partner later on makes the takeout double, you should be. But you bid a spade and partner bids something, you're so badly placed. You have no points and no spades. It's not something you should. People might bid, but I knew Dennis would never bid. Now, East had to start with 2 diamonds because 2 club is not forcing. So South bid 3 clubs. West will pass. Now North can bid 3 diamonds and is quite happy to forget about spades forever and ever. and is not getting too high. Now, East has got a problem. So East should double, in my opinion, which here, when they bid in supporters too, just says, I've got to make a bid, I don't know what to do. They did do that. Good bid. West is going to probably just bid three hearts. There's a case for passing three clubs double, three diamonds double, because partners likely to have two hearts and the black suits.
Yeah.
And that's certainly reasonable. You got three quick tricks, and I think maybe that's a good reason to pass. In which case they'd lead the ace of hearts and switch to ace of diamonds and a diamond, and South would make five diamonds, ace of clubs, six, the club brass, seven. They took the insurance of three hearts, and East is going to bid four hearts now. They can't pass, they can't bid at spades, they can't bid clubs, so they should just bid four hearts. Queen and a heart should be enough. Now,
What would three? Yeah, I was going to ask, what would three spade be?
sorry,
He decided
three
to
spades I don't
so
like.
I was considering that.
I don't like three spades because partners not likely to have three spades. But now West will bid three no trump, and maybe East will bid four hearts. That could be possible.
So Dennis is making a tactical double, hoping that they run to four hearts. Is that what it is?
Yeah, sorry.
Let's see what East does. It's weird because it really feels that North double is coming from hearts, because East knows that the point count is good. Like they have the points to be in 3-0, and he decides to pass, but that won't be good. They can make three hearts, three.
Well,
maybe
no
two
trump.
blades.
I don't like Dennis's double because the one that he's happy to defend. He wanted them to run to four hearts, I guess. So maybe. Oh, they passed it. Wow. So he's done well. If they can make four spades, three hearts, and a diamond, that's eight tricks.
Yes, exactly.
He's one pip away from being wrong.
I'm sure he's not really happy about what's happening right now, but
He doubled because Sorry, I didn't hear.
I was saying at the current moment, I don't think he's happy about the current state of affairs. But looking at dummy, it's very likely that partner has the ace of clubs, which is a very good news.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he knows. And after the diamond situation, he's pretty sure what's happening. I mean, I don't think he needs to double. Maybe he needs to double because East-West can go minus quite a few times. What would happen in any... What was the best contract? Was four spades making, maybe? You had a club, a diamond. I think if they just play diamonds at you, you might lose two spades, a club, and a diamond, I guess.
It would have been interesting if Declare had the 9 of hearts.
Yeah, for four hearts, you mean?
Even for 3, no.
No, because now he'd win the heart and he'd play... Oh, you mean he can run the 10 of hearts, you mean?
Yes.
How would he come back to hand?
He wouldn't.
No, I... Oh,
yeah, now it's over. Declare is gonna take his tricks, and I think that's done.
I think we may have lost Zia.
Oh. We may have.
The last thing I heard from him was off.
I mean, it was a trick from the start. It ends up with 8 tricks. Is this going to be... I think it's going to be better for North-South. But let's see when the comparison starts. Okay, we've got them 84%, really good. And without the double, it would already be 65%. So, Zia, are you back? No, still not.
No, he's back, but he's muted. Zia, we cannot hear you.
So, board 20.
No, Zia, we cannot hear you. Can you leave and come again through the email?
A spade double pass 3-0 by South with ace third. We like ace third because we can duck twice. 14 points anyway. No real other option. West might lead a high heart to have a look at the situation, and when he will see dummy, know that spades have no future. It's quite lucky that the hearts are blocked actually for North-South because they only lose 3 hearts and they can take the risk. If you lead a spade from West, how many tricks? 3 spades, 5 clubs, and 5 diamonds. I think that might be 13 tricks. So you'd better lead your hearts right now, but with ace, king, queen, I think they will. Let's see. West is thinking about it. I'm interested. The case is that if declare needs a 4th heart, because after 1 spade double, very often there are 4 hearts in dummy. It might be a case when you need to lead a spade, so you can establish your spades before North-South establish their hearts.
Hello?
Hi, Zia, you're back. Well done. Christophe needs to sort out the stream, but apart from that, you're back.
How many more boards we got? Jesus. 4 more boards and the excitement of Dennis building. Wow, I can't wait.
How is your champagne?
All right, so here, what's happened here?
We had a very interesting lead. It went a spade, double, pass, 3-0 by South, pass, and West decided to lead a club with ace, king, queen of hearts, which do not
That's an
turn out
inferior lead. Who's that?
We are not here to point fingers here, so I will not...
You're lucky the names are written too small for my old eyes to read.
If Stefan wants to disclose this information, he's welcome.
No, I'm not disclosing it. It's a username. I can say that East is Stefano Tomassini, a good friend of mine from Brazil, now lives in London. Very good boy.
Playing in a team with him in Phoenix.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's the partner? Somebody I don't know. All right, so if the lead is spade, so you have...
So now you need to decide if you finesse the spades for 13 tricks, I believe.
13 tricks? Why?
5
diamonds, I've
5
lost
clubs, and 3 spades.
I missed the club suit. I missed everything.
So declarer had 5 clubs, dummy had 5 diamonds, so you make 5 diamonds, 5 clubs, and you need to finesse the spades for 3 spades after the 1 spade opening. And I think you should, because they didn't lead hearts. So you probably think that East has the king of hearts. So now it's completely impossible that West doesn't have the queen of spades.
You're probably right, but having said that, you're probably getting a 90% score for 12 tricks. But having said that, I'm like you. I'm a greedy guy, and I like to make an extra 1%.
Why am I getting a good score? Because if it's indeed East who has the king of hearts, I might be in a normal contract with a normal lead.
Maybe East has the queen of hearts.
True.
In which case it's semi-normal.
Yeah.
Because with ace king small, you probably still lead the ace of heart.
Yeah.
But anyway, you're right. Not to lead a heart with this holding is a rather, it means that they are also drinking champagne like me, probably.
But I
Had
think the
dinner
way
with Stefano Tomasini. I really like him, but his arms are like my whole body. You know, his like arms are so big. He's like the strongest guy I've ever seen. So if I go, I'm going to hire him as my bodyguard.
I bet that your body has never been that well shaped, but yeah.
I think it's my whole body. His arm is like my whole body.
Oh yeah.
it feels like West is gonna be squeezed anyway.
Yeah, probably. Well, did East have to have a spade and threw a spade? Now it's certainly they're squeezed. They didn't take a spade finesse, but you see, Dorothy Bildy knows everything. She doesn't need to take a finesse when she can play squeeze.
Indeed. West is starting to think I should have let this ace king queen. And it's gonna be 13 tricks. Well done.
Are they climbing up, Dennis, or not?
Yes,
Not.
they're fifth with less than 0.2 percent behind Desi, and I think with this board they will climb back up on the third place.
But Maggie is second with Ben Norton. That's wonderful. Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine if you don't do well on her team, we will know whose fault it is.
It'll be my partner. It's always my partner.
Okay, so we're moving on to the next round, and the score should update very soon.
The funny thing is that the leaders are going up, not going down. They are almost 75% now.
They're doing what?
Indeed.
The leaders with 75.
75%. Who are these guys? Huh? This is your French guys or no?
No. It's a Kyle Rogoff, an American guy, a good
There's
player
one
who
guy
streams
called
up.
Rogoff, called Bruce Rogoff, who's a friend of mine. And maybe his brother, is it?
I don't know. Stefan, do you know?
No, I think they are unrelated, but they also have like 30, 40 years of difference, so brothers will be a big stretch. But I think they have similar surnames, but not the same.
Because Bruce Rogoff is a very good player also. All right, what's
Kyle
happening?
is Rokov, so they are different.
So there he goes. Pass. One spade. No, North should not double, in my opinion. Dennis Bildy is in schmacko. Because it's a bad bid. Because you can't beat, if they're going to bid a lot in spades, you're just going to give away the spade suit. You should wait, and if you need to protect. Don't double a spade lightly. You give away the singleton spade and the fact. Luckily, he's not going for a number, it doesn't matter, but I don't like the bid. One spade, double, three diamonds, some sort of mixed raise. Pass. Yes. West is going to bid four spades. They can lose a diamond, a club, and a heart, as long as they pick up the spade.
So I think this is a fully Danish table. East-West being, I guess, are two of the teachers that you mentioned earlier. Stefan, is that correct?
Yes, absolutely, two of the Danish teachers.
Did I tell you when the Danish people gave me a T-shirt?
No, there was.
Many years ago, Morten Bilde asked me to give a lecture to the juniors in Copenhagen. There were about 20 juniors. So I said, the only lesson I must give you is to learn the trick that bridge is about 4F. 4F. They said, what is F? I said, the first is focus. The second is forget the last hand. The third is focus, forget the last hand, have fun. F for fun. But the last F is when everything is going terribly and you can't win a board. Go outside, look to the heaven, and use the F word as loud as you can before you go. And then you come back. And then you'll never be unhappy in bridge. The four Fs, so they gave me a t-shirt with the four Fs on the back, which I still have today. Very nice t-shirt. So
A few minutes ago, when your connection collapsed, you again used the F word, I think, yeah.
Probably, I use it occasionally. All right, so what is the contract here now? Four spades, the queen of spades, okay, now you're going to pick it up. But the very good lesson, when they open a spade, don't come in light as a passed hand, with the singleton spade, wait till they stop in two spade and reopen. Because if you come in light, you give away the hand.
So Zia, I might be wrong, but this feels like a restricted choice situation.
It is. No, you're right. You're right. The spades you're going to pick up anyway, but sometimes it's more.
Can you explain what the restricted choice is? And
Restrict choice is basically when you have, say, 9 cards and you lead a high one, and West plays an honor of queen or jack, and you have ace, king, 10 in one hand and 4 little in the other. It's twice as likely when he plays the queen that he didn't have an option from queen jack and he had only the queen or the jack. It's this very famous problem in it's called the 3-door Monty Python situation, where if you ask the audience, you have 3 doors and a quizmaster who knows that behind 2 of the doors is nothing and behind 1 door is $1 million. He asks you to choose 1 door, and if you pick, say, the A, he opens one of the other doors and says keep it or change it if you want the $1 million. And the answer is always to change. And a complicated answer, which I won't give you, but the restricted choice says he only had a choice of 1 when the other one was right. So it's the same in cards. If you have queen, you have to play the queen. If you have jack, but if you have queen jack, you might have played the queen, you might have played the jack. So always take the finesse. That's the basic rule, but it's more complicated, but basically that's fine. So here we go, 2 spades. Obviously they play very good week 2.
10 to
East
14.
They play 12. So East will be 3 spades possibly. He might pass because they have 4 hearts and they're not concerned that the opponents are going to pay them. As you can see, you make 4 spade because the spade position is very good. Small tip. If West is known to have a 5-card spade suit, sometimes when they lead a low spade from 3 clubs, Dennis, I love you. You gone sick again?
No. South doubled. It went 2 spades, pass, double.
All right, okay, fine. I didn't see that. 3 club, 3 spades, fine. Sometimes, say if West has ace jack 9 to 5 spades and you have queen 8 third, and dummy has king, and you have king 10 doubleton. When they play a low spade from dummy, you're meant to play the king, because now declare will play a spade to the 8 when they have 5. So it's quite an interesting position. All right, 3, well done. I must say, Dorothy plays very good bridge. I didn't realize how good she was. She plays for the Danish ladies team, and she's won a lot of tournaments. All right, so here we go. What in spades, as you can see, you can make 10 tricks. Probably you play a low spade first. And now,
of a stiff king.
yeah. I don't think you need to go back to dummy, but it's fair enough. Because no one's playing the 10 from king 10 third.
True.
All right, it looks like a pretty, I would say, slightly plus score for North-South, because not many people get to game. I guess if after 1 spade, you might overbid, but I would say it's 55% for North-South and 45% for East-West, but let's check it out.
I've got a question for you. Dennis was considering bidding after 3 spades, pass. So it went 2 spades, 10 to 14, pass, double, pass 3 clubs, 3 spades, pass to him.
I think thinking was an overbid, and he was probably thinking of getting his beer. One of the rules in my bridge Bible is you never bid 4 of a minor unless you know it's right. And here you don't have any idea if it's right. 4 of a minor is a very rare animal. I bid it constructively in a constructive auction, or when I had so many trumps, I don't mind going 1 or 2 down against a making. It's very rare that I like to bid 4 of a minor.
Okay.
And I don't think he was really thinking of it. If you ask him, I can promise you he wasn't thinking about it. He was thinking the baby was crying, and
And
his
so
wife
far
was saying,
50%. Yeah. Everyone else was in 2 spades, so far it's 50%. Let's have a look at your teammates.
They might overbid to 4 spades. No, 2 spades.
2 spades also. As they're playing against Morten, another builder.
How did the bidding go on this one room?
A spade past 2 spades, all pass.
I agree with pass, but when you have a 6-card suit, if you play constructive raises, you should really strain to overbid. Now, this hand is not a good hand because you have too much in diamonds. Your spades are okay with the 6-card suit, but it's not quite enough to make a try. If you had a slightly better hand, you should be very aggressive with 6-card suits that have been supported. But certainly this is reasonable. I would never pass on the 1 spade past 2 spade. On the north hand, I would always bid. In my Pakistani team, if the bidding went 1 spade, 2 spade, and one of us didn't raise or support or push them to the 3 level, they weren't allowed to play the next 2 sessions. And that was the rule. You have to bid, I don't care. And match points, you have to bid. No matter, people don't double you, sometimes you have safety. But on this hand, it made no difference, as you can see, but I just liked it. We're running out of boards, guys. How's our teammates doing now? The 75% guys.
Let's have a look. They are down to 73, but I think they've got a lock on it.
I would hire them for my next tournament. Whoever they are, they're too good. Ben Norton and Maggie, wonderful.
The third one is actually a pair from Guadeloupe. They play for the Guadeloupe Open team, so they are used to the Bermuda ball, but not doing too well in there. But they're here with 62%.
Dennis Bill did best. He's playing his 4th, which is fantastic. For him to come 4th is very good in bridge. And Desi is moving down. Stefan.
Yes, I guess Stefan stopped giving her
That's
the
going to
hands.
take away the good wine from dinner now.
Let's have a look at the...
It's fine. I always cheer for her, but I'm happy she's not winning because she'll compromise it.
All right. Now...
So where are the first one? Are they still playing? It's them. They are playing in 3 spades, it seems. So you mentioned it. It went a spade past 2 spades. Actually, South doubled. Would you double a spade past 2 spades? You mentioned North not reopening, but a spade past 2 spades.
I can't remember the hand. They had King 10 of spades, 3 little hearts. No.
No. King Queen to 4 in hearts.
King to 3 club. And 3 or 4 diamonds.
Yeah, I think it was 4 diamonds and King to 3 in clubs.
Look, I would only double if I was playing with a partner who I thought would not reopen. Because my hand is terrible, but I would double with a weaker partner because I'll get away with it. But I don't think it's good bridge with the king and 1 spade. But having said that, it depends who I'm playing with. I never let them play 2 spades if I can help it. Except against some precision pairs, because they play 1 major, 2 major is 8 to 10 often. And that's a little bit more. And against ACOL English players, they also play a major with a strong no trump, with 4-card suit, which is the worst system in the world, but it's not so good to defend against that, because if they've been a 4-3 fit or something, you should keep out. But normally, yes, I would bid.
Okay.
But no, as I say, on this hand, the hand with 2 little spades, 1 spade, 2 spade, I would just reopen.
Yeah, the north hand. And you would reopen 3 clubs, is that correct?
Probably on 3 clubs. I mean, it's a sick bid, but in match points, you have to make 6 bids.
Yeah. Okay. So this is going to be 10 tricks again, and it looks like a very...
It's more or less an average board, I would think.
Let's check. It's you said slightly better for north-south, and you were right. It's 61%.
Oh, because a couple of pairs would have been game, I guess.
1 pair beat game, 1 pair beat 4 clubs and got doubled. We talked about it. And 1 pair made another extra trick. I'm not sure how, but
That's reasonable. All right, let's see. Last two boards, anything can happen. The leader is the leader. You can give them the cup. You can tell them to stop playing now.
I think they won't. They're
Can the players
more
see?
than 10% clear.
Can the players see the barometer as they play?
Yes, they can see. They have access to exactly the same thing as us when we click onto the result. They can
But
see
I
the
think
leaderboard.
I think it's good for the game. It makes it more fun.
Yes, that's the whole point. Yes, and actually, in most real life events, it's like that nowadays.
Well, there are. I mean, I played. Where did I played in Cyprus last week, and they had a barometer. We all played, but they weren't showing the results. I said, "Why?" They said, "Security." I said, "Security. Security is while you're playing, not after you played the hand." So then they started showing it. It made it. Also, it makes it sometimes in live events slower because everyone goes rushing to see the score. So I said, after every 8 boards, you can show the results, and it's fine. And they did that.
Okay, Stefan. Stefan, are you here? Do you want to hop in for the last two boards and the conclusion?
Yeah, sure, my pleasure.
Okay, so it's time for me to thank you guys. Thank you, Zia, very much. Thank you, everyone. And I'm
Thank you,
still here in the
Christophe.
background.
So when is your next event coming for the audience to see?
Okay, good question. You want to have a glass of champagne, I guess. So the next event is tomorrow, Challenge Zia, open pairs event, 18 boards, anybody can join, and the winning pair will play against you, Zia, in a 12-board challenge, which we're gonna stream again. Probably it will be on Thursday, but we need to see who's gonna win and check what's the availability. And the day after, on Tuesday, we have the same event, and the winner of that event will play against you the week after. Very important, go to the website if you want to play one of our organized pairs games and check the schedule in different time zones. Uh, Otherwise, come and play anytime you like. Tables and team matches, everything is available 24/7. Now the last round. So this is the third pair of Danish teacher that is playing today. So this is all Danish table now, considering Dennis and Dorte are still north-south here. So Zia, what do you do with West Hand? I guess straightforward one no trump, or you may double.
In imps, I might double, but in match points, I would bid a no trump. North is going to be too hard. Dennis can't let them play a no trump. East has got a big hand, and now their system comes in, and you have to have a system to bid Stamen or Levensol or whatever you do. I just play here 3 hearts. But North bid surprisingly passed. I would not pass with 3 trumps and a singleton because I don't want to defend no trumps. Anyway, now it's going to 2 club pass, 2 spade pass, going to go 4 spades. And actually, I think they're close to making 6 now. Well, they might make 6 because the diamonds are blocked, and they could make 5 clubs, 4 spades, a diamond, and 2 heart truffs, especially on a heart lead. But obviously, they don't want to bid 6. On a heart lead, North South will win. I guess play the king of diamonds. West.
Wouldn't lead a club with Dennis's hand?
Oh, sorry, he might lead a club. Yes. Now that's bad for their side. And leading a club is certainly reasonable. It's not always right because when you've got a really bad hand, the opponents have obviously got club. You know the opponents have got 8 clubs between them. And if you don't get in imps, for sure I'd lead a club, but in match point it's not so clear. What is 2 clubs?
However, considering the club holding the club lead is good for East-West because otherwise roughing hearts will end up without making the clubs.
How did the East bid 3 spade? What is that?
Well, maybe they're insecure about their partner's play.
Wow, that's
A club lead now. Now what happens? I guess 11 tricks, but it's close.
no. He's got 11 top tricks now.
Well, not the clubs are blocked. If South doesn't play the jack.
Oh, they win the 9. They draw 3 rounds of spades.
Yes, spades are 3-2. They don't have 12. This is what I tried to. Even on a club lead. Christophe, can we see another table?
So this is an interesting point about when you lead your singleton. And in IMS, I think it's slightly dangerous to lead a singleton when you have this hand, because I mean you might be swinging, but on the other hand, you're setting up their best suits.
The leaders just finished the hand. They were in 4 spades plus 1.
It's normal, very normal.
Yeah. Someone is in 3-0 Trump. Actually, it's our CTO Živko. Good that he didn't go for pro bridge with this 3-0 Trump contract.
He'll make 9 tricks in 3-0 Trump, but he might make 10.
It seems like,
because if they play hot, now he plays club, and he can play that. But I think he'll make 9 tricks unless they.
yes, it was 9 tricks. Oh, this will score worse.
Well, that's all freeze twist.
And Maggie is defending 4 spades.
1 hard, 1 no trump, 2 4 spade. What did they lead? He led a club, it seems. I think it's a slight optical illusion to lead a club when you have a Yarborough and the opponents have 8 club, because you're probably ruining your partner's queen 10 fourth or ace check. I don't think it's so big a deal when you have such a bad hand. In IMS, for sure, of course, I would lead a club, but in match points, I would be very scared to lead a club.
But most of the people will lead a club, and if you're doing well, you prefer to go with the flow then.
The thing about not getting a 0 is to lead a club. But that's because they don't know as much as we do.
Okay, we're gonna move to the last board now of this event. Dennis is just finishing.
He's getting a good score for this board because they didn't get to game.
So what is the rankings before the last board? What are the medals?
I think Maggie is... Do they have medals? What is the first prize? $1 million or $500,000?
Yes, you get $1 million if you win this. So I guess Karl Rogov and Thomas Fogarty will be excited. So Maggie is third now, just 1.5% behind the second place, and Dennis is fourth. He is 2.5 behind the second. The first is decided long time ago.
It looks like second and third have a little chance of changing. First is finished.
And fourth, second, third, and fourth basically are fighting for the medals. What do you open, or do you open with North's hand? If you play regular week 2, should you open with 5
week
cards?
2 bid. I would open a week 2 bid because it's match points and I like the suit so much. Well, Dennis has done it as well. Dennis learned from me, so I guess he follows me. But he's going to get punished, hopefully. So 2 spade pass. Now I played 3 diamonds. My south is non-forcing. That's much better way to play. Most people play it forcing. You must play it non-forcing. It comes up a lot, and it's a perfect hand here. You don't want to pass 2 spades, but you want to bid 3 diamonds. You get in their way and you're done. You could pass 2 spades. 2 spade, pass, pass, pass. North will make 3 spade tricks, 1 heart, 4, 1.5 clubs, down a couple. 3 diamonds goes for a number as well. But they, and you 2 spades pass, 3 diamond pass, pass, east would double and west would pass. So my system, I'll get 0 on this hand. But he opened 2 spades, he doubled. What kind of sick bid is that? Who is that?
You're making this difficult. This is a takeout double with 4 hearts, Zia, and it can be taken as
No,
taken.
they're playing penalty double. I think 2 spade double was penalty.
Maybe it was 2-way. It was covering all bases apart from diamonds.
Now East is going to have to be 3-no trump. Oh my God. Double them, Dorothy, double. How does 3-no trump go?
Playing with Dennis, there is enough people in the partnership to double. Although after week, he may not do it.
All right, pass, pass, pass. She's going to lead she can't lead a diamond, they bid diamonds. She's going to lead a spade.
Spade lead, the best suit for declare to develop tricks is the spade suit, actually. So,
and they also have an intra finesse in hearts if they can ever manage it, but they won't. They have something like 2 diamonds, something like 2 hearts, something like a club. I would say 2.5 to 3 down is the par. Queen of diamonds, duh, Mrs. Dorothy. If you're going to lead a diamond, you lead a low one. Because West and East have both show diamonds. All right. It's not fatal because East is singleton. Now, East is going to play a low spade.
Low diamond in match point scoring will be a bit excessive, don't you think?
Oh, because very likely partner has either the 10 or the king or the 9 or something. If you have to lead
Very
it.
likely. That is a very long shot. Very likely.
Yeah, but
Okay.
lefty's got 5 diamonds and you've got 6. Very likely to. All right, club, queen. All right, now that goes the end of declarer. Now she can't play diamond. She could play diamond as well because there's no entry. But she knows West is not going to make the ace of diamonds. So maybe she's going to switch to a spade now. She's got everything, diamonds, hearts, spade. She might play the jack of diamonds, but that's a bit. Declare will make one trick there. Of course, Dennis is longing for her to play club back.
One thing she won't play is the club, I think.
All right, so now she's going to play hard. She's ruined the heart suit. Stop playing hearts. Now you better play a spade. All right. All right. 7 of spades. All right. 5 is encouraging. She doesn't mind if she plays spade. Ah, she's head playing declarer. 7 of spades. Come on, easy game. So now declarer's made 2 hearts, 1 diamond, 3, 1 club, 4, 4 down only. 2 hearts,
Yeah,
3, a
down
diamond.
200.
Diamond.
Christophe, can we look at another table, please?
Dennis is going to cry that why didn't I double? I'm going crazy.
And then they think good players can play good bridge. They just get lucky and they get 100%, and that's all. This is how you score 100% there. People sit against you, they start shaking.
Double. What happened here? 1 spade, double, pass, 2 club. Pass, 2 spade. Wow, Maggie is getting a little bit excited here. 3 diamond. Now they got to 4 club and they undoubled.
Yes, peaceful contract.
It's not a peaceful corner because they're going to lose because everybody's going minus on east west. And 4 club is going to lose 2 clubs, a spade, a heart, a diamond. At least 2
So
down.
about 2 down, maybe 3 if they get another spade action.
Yeah, they probably go 3 or 4 down. That was a little bit overbidding by South here.
Christophe, can we see the leaders?
Well, I think the leaders are 72.
Actually, no, I mean to see their table. The Guadeloupean pair is trying to catch up, but it's a bit short event for them. No, they finished, so we can see the pair from Guadeloupe that is trying to be second. So 3 diamonds here by Southeast also doubled. Okay, 3 diamonds, pass. What happens in 3 diamonds? Yeah, looks like a few off.
Well, they go a million off. They lose a spade, 2 hearts, 3.
It's already equals with 4 tricks for the defense before playing.
Down. I would say 3 down.
Yes, looks like it. The defense has 3 more trumps to take at least.
Maybe going more down the way they play the diamond. Or they have the king of hearts and they have that. It's 3 down.
This will be a bad board for the pair from Guadeloupe. So let's see if Dennis can improve his score with the good score he got.
He's going to have a good score.
Yes.
But it's too far away.
So Dennis is third, Maggie is fourth. Well, if this is a bottom and Dennis gets a top, there is a small chance actually
No,
that
they get 3. It won't be super top.
I think Dennis' top is already scored here.
Okay.
Board here is like 2.5%.
No, top to bottom is 4.2% on 24 boards.
An average board is like 3%. Average meaning 78% and 10% like that.
Average for people is 50 zero, for you it's 70.
I mean, average big win.
Okay.
4% is if you get a super top and they get a super bottom, but neither
Yes.
got.
Yes, exactly. By the way, we have a hint from Katie Torp that in Phoenix, the Mexican food is also good, so we should try that there.
Okay, good. Say hi to Katie.
Hi, Katie. She can hear you, so
So how many spectators have we got? 2,000, 10,000?
about 2,500,000 spectators. For most of the show, we had about 60 people watching live, and people come and go. And after this, we're gonna release a video recordings. Hopefully, we can fix your sound a bit. I'm already trying to buy a new microphone because there were little complaints.
What's wrong
But
with
people, well, there is little echo that we will fix. But yeah, it's all good. People are thankful for your analysis. I got a couple of messages here on Facebook, Bridge Winners. So they liked it. Christophe, can you show us if there is any other pair in play? Table, yes, last table here. Maybe I can give them a minute so they finish this round properly. Okay, so Trino Trump by West here. Here, West is Claire Robinson. She's the coach of the English girls team, playing with Paul Barden. All English table here.
They were in Cyprus, but when he went 2 diamond, pass, double. Well, the 2 diamond, pass. Why did West double? Oh, they meant it as penalty and the partner took it as takeout.
Yes, because 2 diamonds multi pass, yes, not.
Well, what would double be for everybody? You think it would be diamonds? No.
I am a simple man. I play always takeout, so I don't know.
I play a lot of penalty doubles, but I wouldn't take that one. The best thing is when your partner opens 2 diamonds in multi and you have a bad hand, always pass. You get the best results. Even if you have a fit for the major, it's much harder to play. Sometimes the guy passes on your right, but he is waiting to make a takeout double later. So it's a very good psychic bid to pass 2 diamonds. Okay, guys, good night. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Zia. Let's just look at the rankings. So Kyle Rogov and Thomas Fogarty won with 69.5%. Second, Guadeloupe, Francois Picard with Dominique Girin. Am I pronouncing this right, Christophe? 62.6%. Yeah.
Very close to second.
Okay. Dennis is third. Yes, just 0.13 behind the second. He had a good last round. Fourth are Ben Norton and Maggie. You're safe for your tournament, Zia. Fifth is the Croatian pair, which was held by our CTO Živko. He stepped in, 58%. Then the Bulgarian pair that did best, Svetlana Nenova and Stefan Georgiev. Vasilis and Mariana from Greece. Sue Johnson and Steve Root from London. Desi and Juan. Then Kurinina with the Ice Machine, Svein Runar Eriksson from Iceland. Then another Bulgarian pair, Galin Nenov and Angel Christoph. And our main investor, Noflekia, came 12th with 53%. I think this is enough. We can quickly browse through the scorecard and the travelers. So those who haven't seen our platform can see how it looks. This is the scorecard of a single pair. You can see that the winners have nothing in red. They are just green, green, green. And yeah, if you get a bottom, it's fully red, and many people get that. So you can see here the 3% is in red, but the winners didn't have a bad board, basically. And the travelers, just quickly, this is how the travelers look like. Well, that is too quick, Christophe. Yes, you can see here the boards, what everybody played. And yeah, this is it from the platform. It's the best if you play. We need to gain critical mass of players. Please come and support us if you like it. We'll have many such shows, but you're most welcome to play as well. Check out our website, Ask Zia, Daily Puzzles, and our games that are coming to the platform. Zia, thank you very much for this, and we'll be back later this week with you.
Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye. That was quick. Thank you. Bye.